sure I was.
I was the last half.
Right, right. All right. It's pretty simple and everything. Everyone went into town. Shit went crazy. Letlana saw her parents. And as they were running away, Boblin the Goblin, the ringmaster's right hand, and was almost killed. And then in a divine intervention at the last possible fucking second of last session, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm not, jaded, angry, or anything of the sort, I promise. Is
Only
uh
better.
somebody fucking rolled a nat 100 on the D&D fucking table for wild magic, summoned an angel, and basically got a divine intervention, saving Boblin the Goblin. And also in the process of everyone kind of being on the cart to get out of town and back to, you know, Freak Show Frenzy and everything, Keratin, in a weird turn of events, screamed at Kavarro to jump out of the cart, and that's when the whole summoning and blah 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 happened. So yeah, that was last week's session and everything. Did I miss anything very important that anybody remembers?
I
I
heard
got
something
this
about a
bad for
child
bad
being.
guy in the dark.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and in the process of Boblin dying and everything and stuff, Timmy was almost kidnapped by some men in black robes.
Instead, he got gored.
Instead, he got gored by our resident Fluffy Bowl.
That's fine. He's immortal.
The trauma, though, is unparalleled. God, this is some fucking like boomer nonsense right here and everything. Oh, it's fine. You didn't die. Brush it off.
Are you sure? I'm sure that man's that child's been through enough. He's good. He can handle it.
Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw in some music really quickly. Let that play while you guys talk and everything. Also, love of my life, I would love for you to introduce yourself to D&D. And also, I don't know how long you've been streaming. Hold on, let me look really quickly. You've been streaming for an hour. Well, fuck me and everything. Well, I don't care because I'm the DM. You go by my rules and my pacing. And I'm gonna step away for a second. I'm gonna get some go to the restroom really quickly. So get yourself hydrated, get yourself
Yeah.
snacky things like that. When we're ready, I'll come back, or I'll be back in just a moment and everything, and then we should be ready since we got everything loaded. Okay. Hey, and then we could kind of, I guess, since Grip and Keratin are here, we can retcon that yesterday's morning if you want to, or this morning if you want to, or you could do it as a I'm going to bed on your chest, whether you like it or not. Oh wait, no, you can't because Freak Show Frenzy is going to be packing up. But you don't know that. Bye. Be right back. Be nice to each other. Talk to each other. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Get.
Just so you know, I may have to take more bathroom breaks than usual.
Me too. I had Taco Bell.
Oh god.
Well, I took my meds plus I'm sick, so
That's a combo.
my meds make me pee a lot.
Okay.
Being sick is just no fun.
My brother has meds like that too. I'm lucky I was spared that fate.
Nah. So, Grip.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to share with the community our friendship in the form of an RP session?
Do they allow that on Twitch?
Oh my god. Because where you weren't here, we kind of missed the opportunity for the two to reveal to the audience that their actual friendship is there.
And that they're lovers.
I didn't say that. That they're lovers. I mean, that's what people are assuming, apparently.
I believe it.
Wow.
The kids are asking questions, that's all I'm going to say. So what do you and Mr. Grip do while you're in the tent together? Are you girlfriend and boyfriend? Oh, what?
Ah,
Be quiet,
back.
little Timmy.
Are you gonna make a baby?
Are you gonna make a baby?
Keratin is the baby.
I am the only baby. Baby.
Little baby man.
How old is Keratin?
Nanya.
Oh, I don't think that's a number, but okay.
It isn't kobold.
11 days.
I mean gnome. It's a gnome, yeah, thing.
11 days.
11 days. Well, how old are you? How long have you been living? 11 days? Oh no. This boy gonna die. God damn it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh, my gravy babies.
So we doing this thing or not?
All the single. You just want to make me RP.
Yeah, I do.
Just want to torture me.
You didn't do much RPing the last two
RP.
sessions.
Because I'm the baby.
I thought you said I was the baby.
No, Keratin's the baby, but I'm the baby.
Okay.
Insinuating because you stole my character?
I
Remember?
didn't steal your character. Shut up.
I see it.
I stole your persona. There's a difference.
OC, do not steal.
The only thing I stole about you is the amethyst thing.
Being a kobold, being an amethyst kobold.
Well, I was a kobold regardless. I just didn't know what kind of kobold. And the first thing I thought of was
Untrue.
your kobold on VR chat. It's like, oh no, I'm an amethyst kobold. They're rare. Gym kobolds are rare. Stupid rare.
Like good, precious little gem babies. You ain't need no man.
I'm not a strong boy. But I could talk to gods. And that's okay.
Or explode.
Both valid options. So how much did you want to roleplay, Celeste?
Just wanted to role play and give a general idea of the friendship between the two of them.
Alright, you can start.
Well, we have to wait
Make me work.
we have to wait for Beanstalk to come back.
Huh. Who gets to be Jack then?
Keratin? Question mark?
Oh, this is Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah. So who's the giant?
Grip Studwell.
So I'm going to suplex you out of heaven.
Sure.
That's how the story goes, right?
How what the
You,
story goes.
you chop down the Beanstalk out from under me and I fall or something.
Nah, I'm just going to suplex you out of heaven. It's fine.
That works.
I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
Have a good
Okay,
pee.
have a good taking. Yeah. Have a good bathroom break. I mean, that's
Don't
usually
forget to
what
wash
people
your
say, right?
hands.
Yeah. Wash some hands. It's important.
Get
It's
yourself
very,
some good smelling hand soap.
it's very, very important that you wash your hands. Yes. Do not wish to
Bleh.
spread the blah blah blah.
I
No one
don't
likes-
say blah blah blah.
No one likes the blah blah blah.
I like to blah blah blah.
I
I
like
don't
be
know what
fair,
we're
I
to
enjoy
talking
move
about.
it.
You like to move it, move it,
I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
move it.
Buddies, I didn't see the train. I can no longer move it, move it.
God damn it. But Maurice, you don't understand. It was a kobold, Maurice. He rolled an ad 100 and a god spoke to him, Maurice. What are we to do? Oh, man. Are we there yet?
No.
Hmm. I mean, DM's back, right?
Well, we're waiting for Phoenix to come back too. She did say they were going to the bathroom.
Yes, Celeste. Get with it.
Bitch, I want to fucking roleplay.
All right. Well, here, get into a private call with me. I'll put you in your place.
You sure about that?
Get into a roll.
Has
Get
it
into
worked
the
so
call with
far?
Daddy.
Oh no, this is gonna be a different kind of role play.
Oh, okay.
Now, see, Celeste, you talk about how much on VR chat you want the thing, but then you challenge every dom that walks up to you.
Why are we having this conversation
Oh no,
on stream?
oh no, they're not gonna be challenging me after a while. They'll bend and break, like a good little pet. I'm sorry.
Also,
What?
Kavarro is wrapping up, so.
Did I say something inappropriate for your stream? Is that what you're saying?
No, no. Fucking
Oh,
Boltro's sharing my personal
oh, did I?
deeds.
Oh, did I get you in the mood of something?
Alright, let's go play a shooter game.
Oh, again? You want me to, cream you out again?
Wait, what?
You want me to cream you again in that shooting game?
Now,
remember the DM came in to play whatever the fucking
Yeah, and the only person that was truly actually like a problem for me was Baltro. Not you, Baltro.
you guys are assholes.
I'm a
On
gremlin.
your, on
going to
your
live with Mom.
knees. That's fine. Tell mommy I said hello.
I'm gonna marry your mom, become your stepdad, and make your bedtime 8 o'clock.
Oh no, I'm not even gonna marry your mom. I'm just gonna be your daddy. On your
That's-
knees.
That's the fun way to go.
Ba, 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 ba. You're all a bunch of dirty misfits. Yeah.
Well, welcome to Freak Show Frenzy.
Definitely have the freak show part, right?
I forgot that I had taken your fucking hand fan and everything, and now I'm using it to kind of cool myself off in this fucking probably 98-degree bedroom.
That is
Yeah.
perfectly. There's a reason I have not asked for it back because you need it more than I do.
I'm slowly dying. Help
Summer
me.
needs to knock it the fuck off.
I'm back.
I'm ready for winter again. I don't care what everybody else says. As like hell, there's been people that have come through my drive-through and they're just like I'm ready for fall, and I'm like, no, fuck fall. I'm ready for winter. Bring back the snow. Bring back the ice. Bring back the cold.
Yeah, I'll take fall at this. I'll compromise and take fall at this point. I want winter, but fucking just give me October or something at least, man.
No.
That's the
95
beautiful thing about the ceaseless marching of time.
is coming.
It will eventually come.
Diggity.
Ain't that what we all looking for in life?
Tra la 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 la.
All right. So everybody's here. Let me just go down the list really quickly. Cameron, you're here. I heard you last. Grip,
Present.
Keratin,
Here!
Letlana.
God
Letlana.
damn it, Letlana!
Letlana.
Get off E621, damn it.
Well, okay.
Letlana.
Back to writing the story I've been working on all day. Something I probably shouldn't talk about on your stream. 'cause-
Motherfucker!
Why did I get 6 pheromone cards?
Me and
Oh.
Grip could do our thing.
All right, start your thing. It's the next. Well, actually, no. We're gonna have it be a nighttime thing, and because the Freak Show Frenzy is packing up, whether you like it or not. Oh wait, no, because I know that some people are gonna be fighting for that and everything, and stuff. It's okay. Letlana isn't here, so we can introduce the new character and everything. And stuff. Welcome back to Freak Show Frenzy, everybody. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Hey, we are now going to introduce our newest player, the person who had taken over Grip last session. And this is my husband. He has been playing D&D with me for many years, and he has been playing D&D before meeting me for a little bit before we started dating and everything. Say hi, beautiful husband.
So I am the beautiful husband. I will be playing Cameron or and yeah, he is a aberrant mind sorcerer and should be pretty fun.
Fantastic. Heck. To kind of slide back in time a little bit, as everybody had been going into the city of Macquarie, one of the trade caravans that was leaving the town that had passed our little ragtag group of children and adults, kind of like telling the townspeople of Freak Show Frenzy. Inside the cart sits our newest member and everything. And Cameron, just introduce your character while in this cart really quickly as it goes down the road.
Okay, so Cameron is for all intents and purposes a young twink of a boy and everything. About 18. With at the moment jet black hair. Wearing essentially like the bare minimum of clothing. He's wearing like red harem pants with some gold embroidery, a little bolero that like thing where it's basically like just like two sleeves conjoined across the back with some fabric. Apparently that's called a bolero. But otherwise just exposed toned chest and stomach and everything. And yeah, he is sitting in the back of this wagon, just kind of, uh, just kind of broken at this moment, and he's just like, great, like, I don't know where exactly we're going, but I already don't want to be wherever we are going. And just kind of dreading the next stop on their journey.
Yeah. And as like the cart continues to roll, you hear a voice come from like the front of the cart, unable to kind of see where you're at. The voice calls out, "A little encampment, boss. Should we stop?" And as the boss of the merchant caravan kind of pokes his head in, looking down at you, a sneer comes over his face before he pokes it, like he pulls himself out. "Yeah, let's stop by and see if we can trade some goods with this group." And the caravan has pulled into Freak Show Frenzy. He would the would the merchant caravan leader let you out of the caravan?
Uh, no, not quite yet. He would keep me there, like, cause he's gonna want to, like, first see, like, hey, how long are you guys going to be here? Like, see if there's even a reasonable amount of time and everything to like make his offer and everything. And then if it seems like there's an opportunity, he probably would be like, "Hey, I've got something that might interest you."
Give me a perception check really quickly, please.
A perception, just straight.
Yeah, just straight.
Yeah. That is a dirty 20.
Fantastic. Instead of like normal murmuring that you would hear from the guards or the caravan boss, and everything, you fully hear a very like down to earth, mellow voice coming out from outside, and it's a female voice as she says, "Welcome to Freak Show Frenzy. It seems that you are stopping for trade. I see." He, my name is Celeste. I am not the leader of the Freak Show Frenzy, but the ringmaster is currently busy. He, you hear like the loud, gruff voice of your boss just go, "Oh, well, bring him out. I got shit to trade, and I've got no time to waste." He's, and you just hear a slight like chuff before she says, "Very well, I will go and collect him." As she walks away, moments later, you don't hear anything, but you hear the clear confusion coming from the guards and the caravan boss as they essentially are talking like, "What the fuck is this supposed to be? That's not a fucking person. That's just a scarecrow. What nonsense could you be having in here?" And so you hear the voice of Celeste again, and by all accounts, this is our ringleader. He is the owner of Freak Show Frenzy. He, um, I am merely just the matron of the pleasure tent inside of our little home. And for a moment, you hear a quiet hush, and the back flaps of the caravan have opened, showing you kind of like the bright outside. As the leader looks in, "Out now!"
Uh, I get out of the back of the wagon. And he very much like grabs me and kind of drags me along. Not like I'm necessarily fighting back, but that I'm like hesitant to go where he wants me to.
And
Yeah.
you're dragged in front of a very tall, like very much like past her prime elf, and next to her is a Goliath who kind of stands there like full chest out, full of hair and everything, and in between them is, as they said, a scarecrow wearing a red ringmaster's outfit. And a moment hits you as a force kind of like pierces your head, and you kind of hear not full words, but just kind of mutterings of somebody trying to speak to you in your head. And as the caravan owner is just like, "Right, so I have this little trinket here," as he pats your shoulder, or that does wonders in such things as pleasure tents. "And what say we talk about a bargain with my boy here?" Here. And for a moment, like the two have looked at each other and then looked at the ringmaster, and everything. Give me a wisdom saving throw. You can fail on purpose if you'd like.
Once I will. That is a 9.
Yeah. So eventually, though, something has pushed into your head, and you hear the sound of basically like a a voice coming through, and just, oh, interesting. It's strange that I've found somebody that can kind of stop me from talking to them. And you poor thing. And Celeste has since like picked up the scarecrow and has started moving towards the main tent of Freak Show Frenzy. Your merchant leader kind of like dragging you along into the tent also. As you kind of go through uh following these three individuals and everything, and you go inside the tent, much bigger on the inside, you looking through and seeing like panels with like little posters of like an overweight elf, the hairless dwarf, the two-headed gnome, until you finally get to basically a large wooden door that Celeste knocks on 3 times before opening. And as you enter, you are now inside of the ringmaster's office, and the scarecrow is placed in the seat. Again, the entire time you are hearing mutterings from the caravan owner and his guards as they stare ludicrously at, the scarecrow. Oh, oh, you said you had like a way to kind of control the merchant, right?
I'm sorry?
You said you had a plan to control the merchant, so I'm not controlling both the character and the ringmaster and the merchant, right?
Oh yeah, I was not planning on like role playing as him, so you didn't have to role play as both of them. But I
Yeah.
thought that you were. No, I thought you were just doing that. So
No, I'll let you take over now and everything and stuff.
okay.
As basically, like, you don't necessarily hear it as Cameron and everything, but a full conversation is happening within the mind of the ringmaster as he speaks out loud to the ringmaster.
Okay.
So, your offers are what exactly with the young man here?
Well, you see, uh, our little, our little trinket here. He's a changeling. That make your customers very happy, and trust me, he's very good at what he does. Just like the real thing, no matter what your pleasure is. We've even got some advertisements you can use while we're here and everything. So I say, how about you let us set up shop just outside while you're in town, and we'll rent him out to you for, say, 50-50 of the profits.
Interesting. And the boy knows he's being sold this way, correct?
Yes, every place that we go, while we're there, now, now, selling merchandise can be so up and down. Like, we just came back from the Dashi Quarry, and not many people wanting to get a good deal apparently these days, but there's always some good coin in the pleasure trade.
Right. The Dashi Kori being so uh fickle with their money. And
Indeed, sir.
as this conversation happens, and Cameron, your head is filled with the voice of a very, I wouldn't say apologetic voice from the ringmaster, but something of more akin to understanding, as you kind of feel like the patchwork eyes move and look at you. How long
Okay.
have you how long have you been here? How long have you been with
Uh,
this group?
I respond, uh,
Don't speak out loud.
Yeah, like, well, no, that I'm, yeah, I respond psionically into his head, telepathically. That's the right word.
Right.
I respond telepathically. I've been with him for 2 years.
Tell me, what would you give for freedom?
What would I give?
Yes.
I, um, nah, and you don't really like you don't really hear like a word, but you get like you kind of are overtaken with just the feeling of like absolute loyalty and if I'm set free, I will do anything for you and everything. That's just kind of like a general feeling of warm devotion is what devotion and gratitude is essentially the feeling that I broadcast into your mind.
Time stops. You look around and you notice that every single person has stopped moving as if like they're just perfect still images. And a paper has like appeared on the desk in front of you. And within it, he hasn't asked your name, but you see in bold print Cameron Dior, and next to it a line: "Make a pact with me, young one. I shall set you free. I will give you your heart's truest desire. Should you I will complete my end of the bargain first, and should you need anything else after I complete this, you need only complete what I ask. There are rules. The main rule is that even though you will be joining my little family here at Freak Show Frenzy, you must never talk about our pact, even with those who know that you have a pact. That's really the main kind of rule. There are other rules, but we'll get into that if should you sign.
I look at the pact. Do I
You can give me an investigation roll about the pact.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I should probably do some kind of investigation to see if there's like, if this is basically just like am I giving you a blank check by doing this, or does it say like what you will expect from me? That was a 15.
Again, time has fully stopped. No one else can see. No one else has moved from their spot as you've gone up to read over this pact in front of you. There is a clear, uh, there is a clear uh, objective that he demands of you. However, in the fine print it says, "I shall give you the one thing you ask of when you complete my pact, your soul shall not be tethered to Freak Show Frenzy for all of eternity. Should you complete the pact, should you die, your soul will be bound to Freak Show Frenzy for all days coming to the end of time itself." Elf. And then there is like a pact. There's like what he demands of you, and he looks at you. "I think it's a fair ask for what you would like, but then again, it is blank for what you are asking. So tell me what you truly desire. Mark it on the paper."
I mean, there is something that I want. However, I guess the things that there are, aside from, you know, saving me from these people, there is another thing that I wish. Is that what you're asking me to put down?
Yes. Tell me your
Okay.
truest desires, little one, and I will make them happen.
N- all right. And at that moment again, I kind of broadcast like into his head a snippet, kind of like a flash and shadow of from my past. That you see the image of a man and a woman. The details of their faces are a bit fuzzy, but like maybe about early 30s. You can tell that these are my parents and everything. That, nah, nah, but you also get an image of a burning village. Nah, um, the sensation of me running through a forest. Nah, nah, that I got separated from them. Nah, and then like finally the image of how I ran into this merchant caravan. Basically, I'm giving you like the like the
A
short
long story of it.
yeah, like I'm basically giving you the too long didn't read version of how I got here. But like it's clear by the end of this little uh movie that I'm showing you that what I'm saying that I want is that I want to know what happened to my parents, whether they're alive or dead, and additionally, if they're alive, where are they?
At the very end of this whole entire image, you see the paper, the pact itself has like fully written in kind of like a glowing golden script. Free me from these bastards. When I complete your task, help me find my parents. To which, at the bottom, you see, and kind of like an eldritch horror of like, stick, like the stick arm of this scarecrow has moved, taken a quill out from his body, and like started signing it in a very, like, it doesn't make sense in your perspective because again it's a scarecrow. Hay, sticks, clothing, that's it, and like a pumpkin or turnip head with patchwork on for a face. He's as he fills out ringmaster and then holds the quill out to you. Need only sign, child, and I will grant you your heart's desire. I will help you find them.
I take the quill and with a moment of quivering hesitation, I sit there and just to clarify, you said that the thing that he has asked of me is written down clearly on the parchment paper.
It is. You know the objective as I've privately talked to you about it.
Yes.
I will not do not let anybody else know.
Oh no, that's not what I was planning.
Yes.
I look up at him and say, "Why do you want that?"
Even I have my own secrets.
I mean, fair enough.
But remind yourself
And
that even should you sign this pact and you will be under the FreakShow Frenzy's care and uh how do I say it? Like it's like even if you're under Freak Show Frenzy, you have all rights to go about your own business. Just remind yourself that should you pass from the material plane, your soul will be bound here, as many have.
And at that moment, like, I think that I again hesitate only for the fact that there is a chance that in saving me from the kind of enslavement that I currently find myself in, that I am possibly putting myself back into the same situation, but also like the like the promise that there is a chance that uh I could be reunited with my parents, or at least find out what happened to them, overtakes me, and I do sign the pact.
Golden scrawl has been signed from this quill, and as you sign, a different figure sits before you. What is Cameron's base raw desire in a partner?
I think that I think that Cameron, uh, though though his experience with like sex and stuff like that has been very colored by the nature of his work, he has always kind of fancied just like a really nice like elf, like an elf male type.
In front of you sits long flowing golden, some silver kind of wafting through, as kind of like a metallic ephemeral old color, angular face, pointed ears, light eyes that shine with the stars from above as he looks at you. And a smile is placed on his face. You were going to do wonders in Freak Show Frenzy. I promise. Welcome to the family. And time has resumed. You still see this image of a small male elf, twinkish, your perfect type. And he looks up, eyes have fully moved, straight at the caravan master and his, let's just say, 6 guards in the room. A small smirk playing on his mouth. Well, unfortunately, gentlemen, it seems that I will not be taking you up on your offer. For you see, I've made a better deal with your little trinket, as you called him. And, like, Celeste has moved gracefully and is now behind you. Are you manacled at all or like chained up at all in this entire process?
Uh, I think that yes, in a way. Like I do kind of have like, they're not like, chains necessarily, but like I do have like some little like, like uh, uh genie gauntlet things like on my arms, but I mean nothing really like keeping me chained up, I would say.
Uh, Basically anything that's kind of being held to hold you in place and everything next to this man, like the caravan leader, has straight snapped under Celeste's hands as she has not like dragged you, but you kind of feel yourself floating as you get as like your body has been taken behind the ringmaster. And you know like even behind her, and you see this very tall, very slim man stand up. Uh, your caravan leader has since started screaming like obscenities, demanding answers, guards brandishing weapons, and you get to see what power this ringmaster truly has. Tendrils spike from the ground, wrapping themselves around their legs, pulling them down into the ground, making them kneel. And the ringmaster has since just glided up, tapping like putting his hand under each of their heads, lifting their chins, and saying, "It's just business after all. Who wouldn't want a beautiful specimen like him in their own party?" He, and the sickening crunches that you hear as their bodies are mangled and destroyed from these tendrils that have just kind of like pulled and prodded and pushed and ripped. And for a moment, it's too much to kind of take. And Celeste even has like turned like and covered your face to kind of like not let you see the dark that it is. But you've seen just enough. As she lowers her arm, her bloodstains is all that's left. And from the look that you see inside of the ringmaster's eyes as he looks at you, again, a face of like, I'm happy to see you and I'm happy you're free now. You do see something in his eyes, a more burning, fiery look coming from like the pupils before it quashes away, and he's back to his beautiful self. A moment later, he sits back down at his seat, as if everything that happened just recently has ended. And he looks at Celeste. Get the boy cleaned up. I think he'll do wonders inside of your tent now that he can pick and choose his playmates. If that's where you want to be, young man.
Um, I, I mean,
I would never force
I,
you to go back into a service if you don't want to be in that service.
well, I mean, the way I see it, I mean, that's really the only talents that I feel I could offer. I mean, I play the dulcimer, but I mean that I think that the only thing I would really have to offer you would be there. So I'm
So
fine with it.
this
I'm okay.
this elderly elf has placed a hand in like has like placed your left hand in both of her hands, wrapping him around it, saying, "Oh, you beautiful, beautiful thing. I promise you, should you only want to play music for our guests in the pleasure tent, you need only tell us. We do have a very active band inside the tent that plays very calming and relaxing music for our guests. But I will not stop you should you want to engage in more carnal desires. Now come, let's get you cleaned up and smelling nice for the future of tonight." And she whisks you away into Freak Show Frenzy. As you kind of like maneuver yourself through like the outside, Celeste's kind of like holding your hand, not dragging you again. She's never that forceful to anybody that she leads. It's more as if like you are floating like 2 inches off the ground. And members of the troop have looked at you, wide smiles on their faces that they know you made a pact with the ringmaster. You're now family, and we will take care of you. You people cheer. Some give wide smiles and everything, thumbs up even and everything, and stuff. And you notice as you get to the pleasure tent and everything with Celeste that the caravan that you were riding in has been disassembled and kind of just made a part of Freak Show Frenzy. Any items that that merchant had has been kind of divvied out and put into storage rooms and everything. The caravan itself has been like torn down and everything and just like repurposed for like tents and everything and stuff. Like posh bedding has been moved into the pleasure tents and everything and stuff for future guests. As all of it truly beautiful, and everything. You never have to worry about those men again. And 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 you get in there, a gaggle of women, various races, various ages, none over an age that would be considered risque, and none under an age that would be considered dangerous. It's as like they set up a nice bath, floral scents kind of wafting from the water and everything and stuff. She gives you your privacy so that you could enjoy a long hot soak.
Yeah, and definitely Cameron takes advantage of that because like that it's been a long while since like he has that he's bathed in like the nice like some of the nicer like
Public baths in the cities.
brothels and like public baths of the cities before, but like the fact that he knows that he doesn't have to go back to them anymore. No, the fact that after this there is a promise of something potentially better, it just makes him finally kind of relax after a very long time.
Awesome. And that's Cameron, everyone. I'm gonna be right back. I do need to go to the bathroom. I have chugged 4 cups of water, so I'll be right back.
Da, 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 da.
Also,
I
hi,
came in
Kavarro.
right at the good. Yeah, hi everybody. Sorry I'm late.
You're fine.
Yeah, about time you showed
I,
up.
I
Hi,
know,
Carly.
right? I came in
Fucking
just
time.
just at the good part. You know they put you
Elevator
in my
music
tub, right?
time. Da 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 da.
I was hoping that he'd put you in my tub.
I mean,
Just so I could have the
I
moment.
don't
Like,
know whose
who are
tub
you?
I'm in right now. I mean, I could be in your tub.
That's a fair point.
I'm just so you could come back and just find a little twink boy in your tub. Who knows?
Just so everybody's aware, since I'm up here in Alaska and away from my computer, I do not have access to special voice. So I will be. I'll just be going much deeper. I don't know how well it's going to carry across, but that's what we'll be doing.
What's going on?
Oh, I don't have access to voice mod while I'm up here in Alaska.
Oh, well, I guess. No, I've lost my hunky fucking Minotaur. Well, I guess I'll have to fucking imagine it the entire time while we play D&D.
I'll make do.
Oh God, it's not good enough.
No, it's not.
But
Me
it's
too, Daddy. Me
it's
too.
it's okay. We still live. So, you get yourself cleaned up and everything. Like freshly linen towels have been placed near the bath and everything. And get stuff. Perfumes and sprays have been placed out and everything, so that you can make yourself smell however you want and everything. And when you exit the bath chambers, feeling yourself refreshed and pampered, Celeste waits for you and says, "I'm going to escort you around and show you around Freak Show Frenzy. Please come with me." As she takes you outside, a rumble is felt, and the sky that has been a beautiful sea of bright blue with patterned clouds and everything and it's stuff. Not a single like speck of like storm or anything has like in the horizon has grown still and dark as dark black clouds have rolled in. So much so that everyone kind of stands out staring at the sky. Even the ringmaster has now appeared next to both of you, and lights dance as if the heavens itself has opened, and you see a figure descending from the sky. Moments later, as that is happening, a caravan, a covered wagon. Who was in the front of the wagon?
I was.
It was me.
Pheonix and Letlana, right? Yeah. Pheonix and Letlana at the front of the wagon have barreled back into town. And give me an insight check really quickly, Cameron.
Okay.
As you are standing next to the ringmaster.
Okay. Just straight, I assume.
Yes. You don't know
Okay.
him well enough to get an advantage or anything.
All right. That's going to be 7.
Silent, staring at the sky. It's very much a pensive face on him before he turns and looks at the caravan. And you hear screaming children as everyone in the caravan, Pheonix, Letlana, Gripp, Solus is technically in there also as he's tending to the children. And the ringmaster has since walked up petting Achilles, Letlana's direwolf, as he looks. What happened? I need answers now. This is to everybody that's in the caravan. Gripp, I know you're not going to know too much information and everything, other than the kind of like what we recapped for you.
Letlana looks at the ringmaster and says, according to Kavarro, the deal went south. As for the kids, somebody tried to snatch up Timmy again.
And the sky and the heavens parting? Any answer on that? Where is Kavarro? Where is Keratin?
About
Where
The
that. You see,
the kobold or the little witch
Ke-
doctor is with Kavarro.
Keratin jumped into Kavarro's arms, and then they were holding Boblin, who was dying, and he made them drop out of the caravan, and then the next thing we know, we look behind us, and there's an angel there.
Pheonix and Letlana, you'll get disadvantage on this insight check. Gripp, you get advantage. You've been with this man long enough. Give me an insight check on the ringmaster, please. The three of you.
Okay.
Cameron, you could technically give disadvantage on insight check also.
Wait, I can get disadvantage on?
If you want to do an insight check, you can give me. It has to be disadvantage after he hears Boblin has been.
I mean, fair enough.
Hurt.
I mean, fair enough. I have no idea who these people are.
Look at all of these 11s.
So many 11s.
Oh, that
Look
was
at
a
all of these
16
11s.
and-
How about we start a story?
that would have been a dirty 20.
Dude, mine was a 16 too, and then I got an 11.
It's difficult that it makes sense that none of you see him kind of freeze hearing Boblin was dying or dead, and Celeste has since moved forward. What do you mean Boblin is dead?
No. We don't know if he's dead, but he was dying, and then an angel came down. So maybe the angel saved him. I don't know, but he was dying from some kind of curse. They kept casting healing magic at it, and they found out it was a curse, not a poison. And I don't know, man. I just know that Boblin was going, and Kavarro got all crazy eyed, and Keratin slapped the shit out of him and made him jump out. And next thing you know, there's angels coming down.
In that process and everything, the ringmaster has since turned Celeste. All of you out of the cart immediately. He turns, and with a resounding voice, you hear his voice as if it like has echoed much, like a much bigger version of him has echoed through the camp. And pack up! We're getting back on the train! Hey, Celeste, I want you to collect my boys immediately. Oh, fuck, I can't remember the Beastmaster's name in the Animal Sanctuary. Hold on, I gotta pull up a Google Docs. Gorak, take Celeste, collect my boys immediately. We're packing up. We're leaving Macquarie immediately. Celeste and Gorak have since bowed and like have ushered everybody out, checking everybody to make sure there's no major wounds on anybody. Who's injured in the party so far?
Little Timmy.
Oh, yeah, no, Celeste has like started to panic at that point, like, and she snaps her fingers, and another worker and everything, a younger sister, Cassidy, has been summoned and everything, immediately picking up a gaping, injured Timmy through it. Like, you see a gaping hole in his chest as he's basically like crying in her arms and everything, and healing magic surging through him as she's basically like patching him up and everything, and drags him into the pleasure tent and everything. And members of the troop have since started moving around like frantically, packing things up and everything. Some of them have already started pulling out tent stakes and everything to pull down tents. And Celestin Gorak has like since turned the wagon around and everything and stuff. They've looked at you, Letlana. We're going to borrow your direwolf for a moment, okay, dear?
She'll nod and look to Achilles and say, "Do what they say. You know the deal."
A bark comes from your direwolf as he runs back. A moment. So in that process and everything, and a moment has passed and everything. Keratin or Kavarro, you are walking back to FreakShow Frenzy and everything after everything that happened,
Yes.
and
I have 2 little beans in my arms.
unconscious. And you see the hooded wagon coming back. Achilles like pulling it along, and at the helm you don't see Phoenix or Letlana, but you see Auntie Celeste. Give me an insight with advantage as you look at her as she's riding towards you.
Okay. Keep in mind, I'm working off of mobile here, so I may not be able to have my stuff show up on Roll20.
Just tell me what you roll.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I also have D&D Beyond up, so anything that you roll, I'll see it.
Okay. You said insight?
Yes, with advantage.
Ooh.
It's Auntie Celeste.
If I can get my stuff to cooperate here. Okay, insight. Here we are. Now it's working. Insight. With advantage. Roll.
Ooh.
Oh, what a beautiful 19 that is and everything. And
Oh.
you see pure fear, and even even the kind of like trails of tears from her eyes, even from such a distance as she has since rolled up on the three of you, who jumping off and everything after pulling the reins to stop Achilles and everything, and Gorak has like also jumped out, taking Boblin out of your arms and everything, and putting him in a comfortable like laying position and everything. And from everything they've heard, though, they thought Boblin's either dying or dead, but for all intents and purposes, he looks very healthy and cleaned up after what happened with this summoned angel and everything. And Celeste is like,
Hmm.
You're hurt. What happened to Keratin? And why is he unconscious?
It's really difficult to say, actually, Auntie.
I'm not wanting this wishy-washy bullshit. I need answers now. What happened, Kavarro?
I
Get in the car.
don't. All right, but I don't know how to answer,
Then,
really.
then explain as much detail before we get back to Freak Show Frenzy. Ringmaster is setting up for us to leave immediately. And she
Oh,
holds the
oh,
reins to turn Achilles around, and you guys are at breakneck speeds heading back to the encampment.
we're not leaving, Auntie.
I don't think that is under your jurisdiction, Kavarro.
I saw the faces of Aaron today, and an angel that came down from the heavens. We're not leaving.
She freezes, and at this point, you also see Gorak has also frozen and has looked up at you. What do you mean you saw the face of a god?
I think he's just gonna point over to little unconscious Keratin. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. So, I don't understand. I don't have all the answers, but he did something, and the gods answered.
Right. Well, we will explain as much information to the ringmaster as possible. Well, as quickly after and everything, it doesn't even it's like it would normally take you 5 hours, like I said, to walk back from where you are to Freak Show Frenzy and everything, but you make it in record time. As you
Wonderful.
get out of the cart, you see people have like since started packing and everything and stuff in the middle and everything. Where would everybody kind of be right now? Keratin's unconscious. Gripp, Letlana, Pheonix, Cameron, what are you guys currently doing? With like the whole preparations of like leaving. Ringmaster has like not directed any of you to kind of like move or pack anything up and everything. More so like saying like I won't stop you from going to pack up, but I need answers, and I would like everybody who was in Macquarie to kind of be here for this. Do you understand me? Cameron, I know this is a day one for you and everything and stuff. It's not normally like this, but we just saw an angel appear from heaven, and we're not gonna be about that, okay? And you guys get there. Here, Gorak has like hefted like the unconscious body of Boblin, who is again, for all intents and purposes, cleaned up. Body is stitched back together. The scourge has been taken out of his system. Him, and like all of even his clothing has been like repatched up together and everything. And you remember that like Boblin was also missing like 2 fingers from like his left hand. They're back. He's fully back to being like a fully he like realized goblin, not missing anything. And it's up. Hell, he had scurvy. He doesn't have scurvy anymore. This angel did so much to kind of patch him back together. Or as Celeste has jumped out and everything, like looking back at you, Ringmaster, we've collected him, and he's like, great, tent, now, everybody, all of you, pointing at the group, who, I'd like to introduce really quickly, this is Cameron, and Cameron, this is more faces that are part of Freak Show Frenzy. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have to go. And Celeste is just like, honestly, I think since you have just recently given him a pact and everything, he should kind of be a part of it. He's like, fine, I don't care. Everyone to my room now. As like the booming voice when he says now has like shook the camp. And Keratin, at this point, you have since woken up from like your stupor. And even Boblin, like, groggily has, like, lifted his head, like, no.
How long was I out?
We're gonna say, like, maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, no spell slots for you. Nice try. You'll have a long rest, don't worry. So who's going to follow the ringmaster's rules and go into his room?
I will.
He said no,
I
so yes, ma'am.
will.
What's going? What? Who?
Come along,
Um,
Keratin.
Kavarro, you are healed back to full as Celeste has like patted your shoulder and everything, and like kind of did a not a lay on hands, but like a healing spell has like washed through your body. I don't know if anybody else is fully hurt in this party and everything, full HP.
No one else is hurt except my wonderful clothes.
Oh no, not your clothes.
Welcome to my world.
Those were my Sunday best, damn it.
What's going on?
I'm just gonna scoop up Keratin and we'll start trudging toward the tent.
We just
Oh.
lost Letlana. Letlana disappeared. No, Letlana. All right, yeah. So, you all have made your way back into, the ringmaster's tent and everything, into his private room, as he kind of sits there, like sits in his like in his chair. There, you guys like Celeste standing at one side, and everything, and Gorak and everything standing on the other, or with Boblin kind of like shakily like waking up, but like still struggling after the events that had happened, and and he's like, there we go, and he says, "All right, I need answers. Um, we're packing up. I need answers about what happened. So, starting with you, Boblin, what happened in the in our little trade meeting? And
Yes,
Boblin,
I'd like to know that as well.
Boblin has like shaken the groggy out of his face and everything, and it's up, piercing golden eyes have like like looked up, and he's just like, look, look. I went there, as you said. I gave them the product that you told me to give them for the gold that we were demanding. And all of a sudden, uh, said that the deal was off. They decided to try and run, and in the process, they set off an explosive powder that kind of threw that I've noticed. And as I was running out of the room, blew up and threw me across the sewer. Gripp and Kavarro, that's kind of where you would kind of understand, and like where you saw Boblin kind of fly at like Mach 1 into the wall and go unconscious and everything. And he's just, as there was a hooded man with like a ram's skull on his head. I don't know, I couldn't get a good image of him, but it was, they said that it was a bodyguard heard in that for them. Him saying for protective reasons. With me being there, it didn't really make sense, but I had Kavarro and Gripp also. So get the point, Boblin. We have very little time for this. It's just I'm getting to. I have told you all that I know. Oh, the ram-headed man blew the room up.
So you're
And
saying we were betrayed?
It's not necessarily a Kavarro. Listen, it's not necessarily a betrayal. Well, when you're kind of dealing in like the black market, do you know what I mean? If we were going
Fine,
to,
a double cross then.
sure, we could say double cross if we want to and everything, and stuff. We were really more swindling them out of the product, out of the gold for the product that we were giving them. But anyways, that's not the point. Right? Yes, McCory's black market has fully denounced its deals with us, sir. And then you just hear Ringmaster. And he's like, right, Ringmaster, I apologize. Then he looks up and stares at the rest of the party that was up on the ground level. And what is this about little Timmy's kidnapping?
Well,
Some hooded
shady
figure was
grabbed
try-
him, and I stabbed him in the arm, and Solus went crazy and accidentally gored little Timmy. But don't worry, when he gored Timmy, he killed the bad guy. So Timmy's fine now, and the bad guy's dead. But there were other bad guys that looked like him, and we got out of Dodge before they could try to take any more kids.
There was another kidnapping attempt.
Yes, but we made sure that it did not happen. So in the process, Letlana sighs, my family's been made aware of my location.
Is that going to be an issue?
I hope not.
Well, it shouldn't matter anyways. We're packing up now. We're going to be heading south to Kandor.
No, we're not.
Excuse me? And give me a wisdom saving throw really quickly.
Okay. See how this works out.
Do I get to go dark on a PC? This is going to be so interesting.
That's a 7.
I do get to go dark on a PC. The image of pure, unbridled beauty, the one that you would worship and relish to be next to you for all days, has since shifted. And you see, what is your biggest fear?
Oh, every character I have shares the same one as me, and it's spiders. I'm a terrible arachnophobic.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, no, you see
Spider.
the you see the face, the multiple faces, because your explanation of the most like appealing individual for you is kind of like a mixed bag of individuals that kind of like filter through his face, as it has like now since gained fangs, eyes pulsing out, appendages, as basically a spider has like since like crawled off the body of like a now ragdolled ringmaster. And we're not talking like a tiny spider, like this spider is like medium size, as it crawls on the desk and stares at you. How dare you tell me what we're doing? You know that you're talking to the ringmaster of FreakShow Frenzy. I'm going to give you one more chance, and this time without so much aggression. Explain to me why we're not leaving.
I think Kavarro, for his part, is visibly cowed, but he recognizes after so long that the ringmaster has these shifts that he's capable of. So he's gonna
You've never
turn his
seen him
head
in
and
person.
okay, I've only heard about it. Well, he's gonna turn his head and close his eyes. His hands are clenched into fists, and all that bluster is gone, but he's still standing in place as he's trying not to shake in the face of this hideous new visage. And while his voice is lower, there is still a lot of the same stubborn, we should say, willpower that's trying to push through to the surface. It says, I saw the face of God today, and if that isn't a sign, I don't know what else is. I have enemies. We have enemies. I have someone I can kill now, Ringmaster, and I'm tired of running.
That's another thing that you're not understanding. We're not leaving because of a bad situation in Macquarie. We're leaving because God has intervened and come from the heavens.
Summoned by Keratin.
Right.
That's
as
me.
as he turns his head down, Keratin, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Hmm.
Or fail on purpose. It's your choice. You don't want to fail on purpose. That's a nat 1 in my book.
N-
I'm gonna have to roll it.
There are times when it's useful. This probably isn't one of them.
This is definitely not one of them. You will go into a catatonic state.
How about a nat 20?
What's your greatest fear?
How about a nat 20? Why
am I not seeing this nat 20?
I wrote
Roll
it
it
in roll
directly
20.
on roll.
Oh, you rolled it on roll 20. Okay, so what's Keratin's greatest fear?
The people he failed that died?
I mean, imagining
Failure.
it as if like, imagine that's really kind of hard to kind of put in a physical form other than like dead people and everything.
I'll make it
No,
easy on you.
you know what? You know what? No, it will. I'll do this myself and everything and get stuff. You see your clan, but they're not dead. They're living, and you realize that like there is kind of a glamour situation going with a nat 20, of course, because that fucking infuriates me even more with your fucking nat 100 and a nat 20
History
and
of problematic rolls.
it's really turning into that and everything, and it's mind-boggling. And it's up, but the glamour, like as he like is trying to intimidate you, dispels, and again you see a gem dragon in front of you. I need answers now. You summoned a god.
Ah! The goblin is friend to Keratin. Kavarro's friend. I had to save his friend. It would have been sad if he died.
And I appreciate that very much. How did you summon an angel? If I had known that you had done this, I would have changed the pact immediately.
No take-backs.
I will get an insight check from everybody in this party.
Want us to roll it?
Yeah, everyone can roll an insight check. That one line of, if I had known that, I would have changed the pact.
Yes.
Ooh, Phoenix, that's a beautiful 19.
I got a 21.
Oh, it's even better.
I got a 6.
Yeah, I got a 5.
I got
Fucker.
a rock.
I got a rock.
Gripp, Letlana, Pheonix, Kavarro, Keratin, you gonna roll?
Oh, I got a 5, Ringmaster.
You don't get anything from me. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 21.
But, yeah.
Okay, so everybody above an 18 and everything. I mean, it's all single digits and then high double digits. So, when packs are made in the world that you are in, well, first of all, it's weird that packs are generally only made with creatures of infernal. Hell, some djinn will make packs and everything and such. But from everything that you're kind of understanding from the ringmaster and everything, nothing like that kind of like is situating when it comes to like the magic exuding from him. But with the words, I would have changed the pack had I known you could do that. A very, very tiny thought creeps in all three of your heads. Wait, he can change the pact?
Hmm.
And he says, fine, that's fine. I mean, so we now have a little gnome that can summon angels and everything. Kavarro, I need an explanation now and everything then and stuff of we can come back to Macquarie. We're not running from what happened in Macquarie and everything. In fact, we're more kind of getting things cleaned up so we have a better spectacle when we come back to Macquarie. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
To be fair, Ringmaster, I looks at the quote unquote gnome. I don't even think he knows how he did it.
Sometimes I get this voice in my head.
All
and it
right, you
talks-
didn't say that before.
Can
tell me-
I roll a Arcana check on Keratin? Because like I've just been like over in the corner listening to all this, but
Yeah.
not like with
What are you trying to glean with this Arcana check?
just like because I've gathered like okay, so the angel that we all saw was summoned by Keratin and everything. And I'm just, but he doesn't seem to be aware that something that he could really do. So I'm more like just kind of like reaching out with like my innate, not like magic to see if I can kind of glean what might have been going on here.
Go ahead. Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nat one.
Well, about that.
You poke yourself in the eye.
What the hell?
Why are there 5 rolls coming from Cameron?
I
One,
don't know.
That would be
but...
that would be
D&D.
the roll beyond 20 messing up. It does that sometimes.
Yeah, there's
Okay,
now.
well, the first one was a nat 1, so we're just gonna go with that.
The situation that happened earlier with the ringmaster, and you're like, wait a second, I'm innate. I can, read magic and everything. Maybe there's something about this smaller man that I could kind of glean for him. And as you kind of like look at him, trying to understand and everything, and for a brief second, and the sounds of grating, screaming from your old caravan master and his guards, or it's smashing and cracking of bones has like got into your head, and you can't stop thinking about it for a moment. And in a haze, you can't think about anything except what happened.
Yeah, alright.
The ringmaster's just like, look, I just need, and Celeste's like, ringmaster, I understand the situation is a dire strait. Boblin is here. He's safe and sound. We can spin it as a good thing, as if it was a spectacle that came from FreakShow Frenzy. And he says that will work. However, the problem is that a literal angel came from the sky. Hey, we're not going to be getting patrons to see FreakShow Frenzy. We will be getting clerics and paladins and priests of Aaron to come to FreakShow Frenzy, and they're not going to want what we're offering.
Oh yeah, that is his name.
What do you mean that is it?
What do you mean that's his name?
They'll come to investigate.
Exactly.
They'll want answers.
So why are you telling me we can't leave then, Kavarro?
Because we can't discount it as a sign that we should stay either.
I'm going to make a flat roll really quickly through you. It's just a flat D20, okay?
Okay.
Actually, it's through Keratin. Everyone's going to see this flat roll. Well, that sucks. Give me a persuasion check. Beat 8.
Moi?
Beat 8.
Okay.
And again, you do have your auntie and even Boblin, who is kind of sitting there just like, we should stay, we should figure out what's happening and stuff. We should not leave. It would make us suspicious. And it's beautiful that you rolled an 8, but you got a +4 here. Give me there's not going to be an insight check and everything. You watch as the glamour has since faded. He's back to his normal suave, like the perfect image of, for everybody, mind you, of like what you would want in a partner. As they basically slump backwards in their chair, giving a deep sigh, and he grips the table.
Can Letlana speak up?
Go. What is it, child?
I would actually prefer we leave.
Wait, I have someone on my side. Hey, Letlana, as you say that, you see Celeste and Boblin like shoot a glare at you, like, child, we have just got him on our side. Please, no, stop the glares. Stop it right now, all of you. Letlana, please tell me, why do you want to leave? Why should we leave?
I would prefer to not linger with the repercussions of my family that might come down.
So your family will be an issue for Freak Show Frenzy, is what you're saying. As he turns and glares at Boblin and Celeste. Anybody else have wonderful news for me?
Given that my father is a baron.
Baron.
What?
Come on. Letlana, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Hey, I have advantage on that.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll give me a wisdom saving throw.
As a paladin, I have advantage on wisdom saves.
I realize that. Give me it.
But that's a 9.
Oh, baby, what's your worst fear? What is the
for Letlana? It is a replay of the night she devoured her brother.
It is so difficult to. Oh man, no, it's not that difficult in everything.
No, yeah, it's just the brother half eaten.
Yeah, no, you see, as like he has as the ringmaster has started cackling like a mad fool. Well, the body has shrunk and has looked right at your face, and you see your younger brother, half his face torn off, bleeding profusely. And he says, "Is there any other news for me that I need to know? Anything? Tell me. I would love to know."
Given that I'm also the outcast of this entire town for what I did.
How long ago was that, child?
Over a decade.
I think at this point they have since forgotten. Things have happened since. And an angel has come out of the sky. You're not
well. We did
Kavarro!
get out of the front gate.
Kavarro, do you want me to side with you or not?
We did get out of the front gate.
Kavarro, take everyone out of here. Tell the troop to stop and to reset Freak Show Frenzy back up. Boblin, Celeste, you both stay here. Gorak, get things ready for tonight's show. Letlana, if you think that your family is truly going to be an issue for the troop today, come see me later tonight. Is that clear? Does everybody understand?
Yes, Ringmaster. All right, sir. Everybody out.
What am I supposed to do, Daddy?
First off, stop calling him Daddy.
I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Phoenix. We're not going to get away with this daddy nonsense anymore.
All right.
It's going to be on the left side when you're going to see STRINTDAXWIS. You're going to press the plus whatever for your wisdom for WIS, which is a +0. Beautiful. If you roll high, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
I'm trying to push it.
Do it.
You could also just roll a flat 20.
Yeah, you could also just roll a flat D20.
Since you don't have any extra modifiers.
Nope. All right. Tell me, what is your worst fear?
Ooh. That's a hard one. My worst fear.
Did you remind you in your backstory? You told me that your mother was killed in front of you, right?
I don't remember how she died. I just remember that she died when I was like too young to remember it. Let me look.
I mean, that's okay. If you don't have an idea of what your worst fear is, I could go Eldritch Horror for you.
You might
Ooh.
have to because
That's okay.
literally. Oh, I know. I've got it. My worst fear is Kavarro's rejection.
Oh, you poor
Getting
thing.
meta with these fears and everything.
And with
I
that,
s-
we're going with Eldritch Horror instead. Because I can't stop an emotion. I can't make you fear an emotion, but I can make you
I
fear
fear the concept of
Cthulhu.
time itself.
Well, then you see an image of yourself aged to a
No,
husk of an old
I was
man. That's what you
I'm
get.
joking.
That's what you fucking get.
I'm joking. I was joking.
Very angry dungeon master as motherfuckers. All right, so Phoenix, you say, what am I supposed to do, Daddy? And like tension has fully stopped. Like time itself has stopped for you. Everyone that's around you, except for the ringmaster, has since become unmoving. And the image of Kavarro in front of you, that beautiful, beautiful bull of a minotaur of a man, has fully changed. And you see the passage of time on a body of Kavarro. His body decaying in front of you, eyes sliding out, horns turning to rubied dust, and then tendrils come out of his eyes. His arms since wrapped in these tentacles as he stands. Again, everyone else, you kind of just watch as like panic has swept in Phoenix's features, and a very angry ringmaster stares her down. And in that process, you feel your legs kind of like get grabbed as two inky but translucent tentacles have grasped your legs, gripping tightly. As the husk of Kavarro's body with tentacles kind of like holding him together like a puppet, like shambles to you, his face getting right next to you. You know my name. Say it right. Or you're not going to see this pretty, pretty face anymore. Remind yourself this, Phoenix. This beautiful man, as he turns your face with one of the tentacles that's like controlling his arm to look at the frozen still image of Kavarro. He might have been with me much longer than all of you in this room. But he's still mine to do with as I please. So what's my name, child? Say it now. And if you say it wrong, I'll break him in front of you, and I won't pick him back up. What is my name?
Phoenix, its eyes fill with tears, and she chokes out in a whisper, Ringmaster.
Good child. Remember that from now on. And a snap of a finger, and you're back, and he is still sitting there. Normal Kavarro sitting in the ringmaster's chair, and all of your companions are standing. And everyone has now looked like if they look over, you see a very distraught Phoenix. And Celeste has since wrapped her hand over the ringmaster's shoulder and has now formally started addressing. I think it's time that everyone has left the ringmaster too. get himself in a better headspace. Kavarro, dear, if you could please lead your companions out. Give them their rostered duties for tonight.
It immediately starts like shooing everybody out of the tent. Out! Out! We have things to do.
My legs are wobbly.
Fine. It just picks him up by the scruff.
Man, I haven't been able to be that dark in a campaign in a long time. I felt good.
Oh, I
Uh,
don't think we're anywhere near done with the darkness yet, but let's keep
oh,
going.
oh no, we're done. So the cacophony of. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Click, 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 click. No, one more.
I think pushing everybody out, Kavarro's going to give a glancing look over his shoulder at Boblin and then
Uh,
exit the tent himself.
give me an insight check really quickly on Boblin.
Ooh. Man, a lot of sevens. 9 total.
Boblin, his head is down. Like, this isn't a situation, like, it's not his fault what happened when they were making the deal. This is more of a, he understands what happened, and he understands that even though it's not his fault, it still technically was his job. And he knows he's about to get reprimanded hard.
I
And
think, yeah, then just before exiting out the tent, Kavarro's actually going to add in, I spilled blood today. And then leaves.
yeah, like Celeste like tilts her head. Very good. Out. And yeah, so inside of like Freak Show Frenzy, and you kind of see that everybody has since like stopped packing things and started unpacking things again. And where does everybody go for kind of like this momentary respite? You also, the group of you, have a full newcomer in your party now, as Cameron has kind of just been shoehorned in the party, but at the same time, for in an understanding way from like Celeste as like, hey, he's going to be important in your party. He's brand new. Show him the ropes.
Hey,
Cool.
who are you? And Keratin would look right at Cameron.
Dear, love of my life.
Sorry, I forgot I selected push to talk. Yeah, hi, my name's Cameron, and I guess I'm joining you guys in the pleasure tent? So, hello?
Why are you here?
Why am I here? I mean, I was kind of, I guess I made a pact with the ringmaster. I mean, I assume same as all of you, right?
I mean, it's funny that everybody has kind of like just stayed on the map and everything in the food tent and everything. And Solus has since brought out like spinach puffs and has like placed it in front of everybody to kind of like eat something to after the troubling day and everything. And the 6 kids that were out with you at Macquarie are like sniffing and like eating sweets on another table and everything. Letlana, you see Allie kind of also sitting with the other kids and everything, and stuff. And Solus is like, I didn't make a pact with the ringmaster.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, he kind of saved me while I guess you guys were gone from some bad people. Yeah, but yeah, I'm here now.
And Keratin, I'm guessing it was let go by Kavarro?
Sure.
Okay, Keratin is like
Tossed you
wandering
outside.
around, this little small plague doctor, just walking around you, looking you up and down, even giving you a sniff.
Bad people, huh? What kind of bad people?
If you're gonna, I mean, like you smell floral as if like Cameron had just gotten out of a nice bath from the pleasure tent.
Yeah, you do smell like the pleasure tent.
Well, yeah, I was just there. I mean, you know, getting cleaned and everything. No, who are you all? What's all your names?
Well, just actually, give me a moment. And Kavarro doesn't look well. He's all shaky. He's gonna hold up a finger, and he's gonna march to the side of the tent and kneel and immediately start emptying the contents of all of his stomachs, all 4 of them, onto the ground.
Is this the first time you've seen the ringmaster? I'm just gonna say, yeah, that this is the first time you've seen the ringmaster in a kind of like not a semblance of like calm. I think Grip, you being as long as you've been here and everything and stuff, also this is also very new of seeing the ringmaster kind of come unhinged in front of all of you for a moment.
Spiders.
Phoenix is just kind of staring at Kavarro as if double and tripling, quadruple checking that he's okay.
I guess this is a bad time for introductions.
All right.
then?
The one blowing chunks out there, that's Kavarro. The big tall one here with the mask on his face, that's Grip.
Oh, yes, so well.
Yeah, I got
Stuffing my
it.
face with spinach puffs.
I'm Solus. I work in the food tent. I'm here with Grip.
Yeah, that guy's Solus. The eared chick over there that smells like wet dog, that's Letlana. You got the tiefling lady there, who's a terrible, terrible henchman. That's Phoenix. And then you got me.
Because I'm not
I'm
your
Keratin.
henchman, you little gnome bastard.
Oh look,
Oh,
we broke
my
Phoenix
God.
out of her fear.
oh my god, a tiefling. Now, I'll be honest, that's actually one of that's actually one of my favorite forms. And then you guys see me transform into a tiefling right in front of you.
Like everyone hears squeals come from the other table as the children have basically seen Cameron like transform in front of them, and like the thoughts of what happened, the traumas have like since disappeared for a moment as they've like scurried over and they're like, oh, you, that's so cool. Can you transform into other things?
Yes, I can. Lots of things, actually.
Okay, and like you see a small like fox child with like fox ears and a fox tail and everything look at you, and she's like, "Okay, you look like my but like Letlana."
Yeah, sure. And I transform into like a carbon copy of Letlana, except for the fact that my hair has stayed the same. So it's just like
It's like Letlana if she took a bath.
You know what? I'll make an attack roll really quickly. Hold on a second. What is your AC again, Keratin?
12. I'm little.
You get asked that way too often.
I know.
Like a sweet biscuit, like a honey biscuit, has smashed into your face as Allie has thrown her sweet biscuit into your face, is that she says, Letlana smells very pretty today. She and I took a bath this morning. You're a meanie head and no one likes you.
Letlana's also going to walk over to Keratin and, claws extended, grip his shoulder.
Hey, what are you doing?
All right.
Stop it!
Enough
I
with the
turn back
comments.
into my normal self and everything. And
You
yeah.
turn into like a minotaur like Kavarro, or can you be a fluffy minotaur like Solus, or like a big buff minotaur like Gripp?
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, I can't talk very well. I lost
y-
4 teeth last night, and they were
oh, you,
taken by the tooth fairy, and I got this gold coin.
oh, you did? That's so nice. And as for your request, and then you all see me. I do turn into a minotaur, but I'm still medium size. So like that picture like a 5'1", 5'2" minotaur. Like a minotaur with dwarfism, basically.
The children start cackling at the weird look, because like these minotaur tower over them, and seeing like a much shorter version, they're just cackling at this point. And
Yeah, see? And I can be whatever color now you want, and I start like turning like a red one, a blue one. Now I like start giving them like cow print.
that's amazing. I love it. And the children like clap their hands and everything, and like admiration. They're like so excited and everything, and stuff. Before uh where did my Google Docs go? There's my Google Docs and everything. Before the tent flap opens and everyone sees Cassidy walk in, and she's just like, "Okay, children, it's learning time. Come with me." And like you kind of hear like, "Oh, well, we went and did our jobs today in McCoy. We don't need lectures today." And like you hear a quick swip as like she smacks like it's not necessarily a ruler, but like a piece of wood in her hand that makes them all stand at attention, and like they're just like, okay, hey, and like they have since like wandered following her, and she's like, forgive me, the children can get very rambunctious.
No,
I think it.
it's all right, really. Thank.
You know, how tall is Cameron? You said 5'1"?
Yeah, about like 5'1", maybe like 5'2",
Okay.
if like he really stands up tall.
Keratin's still looking you up and down, like up, down, up, down. You know, you're not too tall like Grip. Or like Frankie.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, I can't really change my height too much.
That's fine.
I mean,
Are you clumsy?
am I clumsy? No.
Kirsten, what are you on about being clumsy?
I'm on about. I think I need this man.
You're not going to kidnap another. Where have you been assigned, Cameron?
I am in the pleasure tent.
So you're with me then. Kavarro steps
I
in, wiping his
guess.
mouth.
Oh, you are also in the pleasure tent?
Yes.
I
It's
look
what-
forward to getting to know you, Cameron.
No, I'm taking this one.
All right. Excuse me?
It's
Solus has like put like some mint leaves in your hand, Kavarro, to kind of like help you with like a taste and smell
oh,
and
thank you,
everything.
God.
And he's just like, okay, so I'm here in the food tent. I work here. Keratin works in the bazaar selling potions and tinctures. Gripp is in the main event tent. He's kind of the person that is like the main attraction that fights like he grapples like a wide variety of animals and like subdues them. And Phoenix and Letlana work in the animal sanctuary. I've got all this right?
Yes,
the
that
most
sounds
part,
about
yeah.
accurate.
Also, why are you trying to take Cameron? Don't you have Kronk?
Kronk breaks things.
All you have to do is just not have him touch your things.
I need someone who can get to the top shelves.
Mage hand them.
Or get a ladder.
I also know this man.
Yeah, I mean, why
He's got a
don't you
unique
just
ability.
What is his unique ability? Tell me, Keratin.
Letlana, I can hear whatever you're playing.
Sorry.
Thank you.
This man can turn into any species, right?
Really? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part,
Why everything
yes.
just gets so horny in this party?
No. So, he can turn into any species, right? Right. We know that. Okay. You
I
don't
mean, as
break
long as
things.
it's like, as long as it's humanoid, like I can't like change
Yeah,
into like.
yeah. I got it. You're 5'0" nothing. That means you can actually fit in my shop okay. And you don't break shit. Frankie, he's okay. Whatever. He's more than muscle.
He's Kronk! He has
Kronk,
been
whatever.
your companion for so long!
He's
And-
more like the muscle.
I go over and like I sit next to Kavarro just and like I'm too polite to say anything out loud, but I speak into Kavarro's mind, like, keep me away from the little one.
Yeah, inside your mind, you just hear a kind of like a telepathic link.
I think considering how often that happens with Ringmaster, this is nothing new.
No, it really isn't everything, to be honest.
Just tell him that back mentally that you're assigned to the tent, and that's all there is to it.
Before you could say anything, the tent flap has opened again, and the lot of you have sees Celeste and Boblin walking in. And Celeste is like,
Auntie, uncle.
Kavarro. So the ringmaster says that we will be having a one-night grand stand here in Macquarie, and that tomorrow we will be packing up and heading to Candor. So, make tonight's performances count. Okay? Don't forget that everyone is where they're going to be for the night and everything. Cameron, you'll be working and playing in the pleasure tent tonight, correct? That's where we've assigned you.
Wraps arm around
yes.
Cameron.
Yes, I will be servicing and playing in the tent.
Kavarro, I've never seen you be so forward. Have you grown accustomed to him already?
Just stares daggers at Keratin.
This is bullshit.
On to other matters.
Is this like like Bob was like, is this like a thing that I don't need to be a part of? Because like, I don't need like the squalid love and like
No,
a
no,
gentle
you don't.
What?
In fact, you're retired as of now.
You know. All right. What's your AC?
12. He's still wearing the chain shirt from going into town.
And you have a 12 AC?
Yeah.
Hold on, that does not seem right.
He doesn't have a high dex.
Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, he's a strength build.
Oh, yeah. He has so his specialty when it comes to like fighting and everything is very thin needles and everything. And you've seen him use these needles to like straight up take down like big targets, as he has thrown 3 needles, dealing 3 damage as they have pierced your like face. He's just like, listen here, you fucking. I'm so done listening to this nonsense, Kavarro. I was coming here to tell you. Yeah, feel the pain, brat. You have
Hey!
so much to learn. Yo! Thank you for saving me. I appreciate it.
Actually, I'm going to use my reaction as I would see him make
No,
a
don't.
aggressive action towards Kavarro. I'm going to use my reaction to Silvery Barbs that.
Okay. Same roll. He's still got a 14.
Okay.
So again, 3 damage as 3 very tiny needles have like pierced your face. And he's just like, I'm so fucking sick and tired of you speaking shit of me. Like, I haven't been doing this all my fucking life. Also, Phoenix, if you need to go to the bathroom, just go to the bathroom. It's okay to step away for a minute.
But I don't want to miss anything.
You're just
not
missing.
missing anything.
You're missing Kavarro getting his ass whooped really quickly by his uncle. Well,
Seems to be no one in a not like a dime a dozen occurrence. I mean,
yeah, like we're not gonna ever get a fucking combat situation and everything because you guys just are so aggressive with like the people that love and take care of you. As he's just, anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted by my charge, you're right.
Bastard.
You're right. I am retiring from my position. I've come here to tell you that you will be taking my position. You little fucking shit. So, before you jump on any fucking high horse, congratulations. Now, Celeste, my darling, can I please get a nice relaxing bath so I could get the taste of anger out of my mouth for my charge as he continues to insult me? And Celeste, like, makes a small smile, and she's just like, as always, follow. And she snaps her fingers, and you see Pierre has like appeared. It's just, oh my sir, I will take good care of you tonight. Come with me. He like walks away. He, as Celeste kind of walks in and kind of sits amongst everybody, she says, the ringmaster has seen it fit that Boblin has done his service for the troop. So he will be retiring as of today. He will still be staying with FreakShow Frenzy, but he's a little, I wouldn't say angry, but hurt from what happened in our conversations. Now, need I remind everybody that we have an entire act to get together tonight. So if you would please start working in your designated spots, I would very much appreciate it. Oh, Cameron, you beautiful little thing, come with me and I will get you acquainted with a room or a spot in the band. It depends on what you want to do tonight. Kavarro, come on.
Somebody get these out of my face. You use the barbed ones. They're like porcupine quills.
You hear laughter coming from afar near the pleasure tent, and as Celeste just like reaches up and painfully yanks them out of your face.
God! Why?
No.
And she,
Why?
well, are you going to keep insulting your uncle?
Oh, there's a purpose behind pain. Okay.
You are
Fine.
you are my big, strong man. You know that. And you know that Boblin is also a very big, strong man for this troop. You have to
Fine.
understand that he's gone through many years of service. And it's essentially watching a hound dog be forced to stay indoors.
Fine. Never mind that I watched him die in my arms today. Fine. I'll leave it alone.
That's a good man. All right. Chop chop, come on, you two. We have work to get ready for. Oh, and Solus, if you could please bring some of those, oh, what were they? Hey, what was that? Kavarro, what's that sweet that involves honey and pastry and nuts? She's essentially explaining baklava.
Oh.
And Solus
It's,
is just
it's
like,
yeah, right. The treacle type treat. I don't know the name.
right. And Solus is like, I've got 3 pans ready. I will gladly bring them to the tent later. And she nods her head and leaves, expecting Kavarro and Cameron to follow her.
Yeah, I follow.
If no one has anything to say to Kavarro, then he'll trudge along. Yeah. Just holding
All
his face still.
Um,
Oh,
I'd say
Carl.
that I'm actually staying pretty close to Celeste and everything. Like I'm not like no. At this point, I'm just like I like I kind
Mommy.
of am. I'm kind of like clinging to like a person at a time for a bit, just because I'm like I have no idea what's going on or where I'm going and everything. So that's more why.
Yeah, no. So the 3 of you head off to the pleasure tent and everything. And Celeste says, like, she at this point, Celeste is like, okay, so I need to know: are you performing for that tent, or are you performing for the tent tonight?
Uh, I'm okay providing my services for tonight.
And she taps a wall. A door appears, and she's like, I want you to think of a preference room. Kavarro, explain to him how we make our rooms in the tent.
Yes. Yes, Auntie. Cameron,
Mm-hmm.
come over here a moment.
I follow you.
Hearing something in the background.
Letlana.
Alana!
I'll just mute Letlana until they figure out that they've been muted.
Yeah, that's fine. Right. So, in this place, there are certain enchantments in effect. You need only to think about a place of comfort, something that brings you a sense of serenity, or just general peace. It
Or
will
pleasure.
manifest itself according to your innermost desires.
Or pleasure. Don't forget that, darling. Why
Yes,
don't you show him
Auntie.
your Why don't you show the deer your room?
Yes, Auntie. Go tend to Uncle.
Oh no, that's not my job. That's Pierre's job. You know he's always called for Pierre when he's come to the tent.
All right, come along, Cameron.
Yeah. Okay.
I love this dynamic that I have with you
Um,
as Celeste.
So we step over to Kavarro's quote unquote door, and he opens it up, and it is it's what you would consider high society. There is marble flooring, there are crimson curtains, red and gold candles that are half lit everywhere, lights that hang from the ceiling with more candles, but draped in red finery and silk.
A
And
true
the
fire
whole thing,
hazard.
yeah, the whole thing reeks of
Okay.
heady perfumes and opulence, and everything looks expensive. It gives off the air that this is a nobleman's room, or at least someone who is extremely high society.
Can we pause for a moment?
Mhm.
I was trying to say before Kavarro left, Keratin would have just kind of tugged on him a little bit before he left, and basically told him that Aaron would like it if he gave his thanks later.
Oh, fuck. To come into the tent and say that.
You could always go to the pleasure tent. You're
Yeah.
already set
Yeah.
up for the night. You've already set up your Your stand has already been set up. You're kind of just free to do whatever you want tonight until the crowds come in.
Okay.
Don't worry. When we're done with this, I'm going to go through everybody and see what everybody's doing to
Okay.
get prepared for tonight.
Yeah.
I promise.
Alrighty.
Anyways, continue. Give me more of this. I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, come on in. And Kavarro steps in, immediately starts pulling off the bloodstained and somewhat vomit-covered clothing, and drops them to the side. Starts working off the chain shirt, drops that to the side. Has no intention of stopping, and as he's clopping in, you can hear a slight echo of his heavy hoofs against this marble flooring as he starts to shimmy his way out of the breeches.
The Cameron, like, he's kind of unfazed because, like, he spent like the past 2 years, like, in this environment. So, like, he's seen, like, people obviously just like, obviously, like, he's very used to like people just shimmying out of their clothes and everything. That's
A man of culture.
No, I mean, no, it's nothing I haven't seen
Right.
before. I mean, no, I mean, I've seen a lot over the past few years, so I mean, sure, it's nothing I haven't seen.
This is my abode. Humble as it is, it's mine, and it manifests from what I derive the most pleasure out of seeing. So when you do this with your abode, it will take on a shape that is most pleasing to you.
Well, I can definitely tell you if this is humble,
I was about to
then
say, like Celeste
Will-
standing in the doorway. Yes, humble as he says, my
if
child.
this is humble, then I dare say that my space will practically be a hovel in compared to it.
I think Kavarro turns around, crosses his arms, but also points over at Cameron. Understand, none of this is real. It's all an illusion.
Yes, yes, I
So it's not what we
I'm sorry
deserve,
if
it's what we
I'm sorry
crave.
if I'm sorry if I offended you. And like you can see that like Cameron like immediately kind of like shrinks in on himself and like gets really apologetic and everything. Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting reaction. I think Kavarro's going to look past Cameron over to Celeste and head tilt like, what is that reaction?
She has a stern glare at you, like, apologize right now.
I think it'll take a second to click because, I mean, we're all orphans in some way or other. We've all had bad things. So Kavarro, nods and turns back to Cameron, comes over and places a hand on his shoulder. It's fine. I'm simply trying to. It's fine. It's. You must understand what it all is in order to take advantage of it. At the end of the day, it's simply a tool.
Okay. Well, thank you for showing me your space. It really is very nice.
Just understand that the magic of the enchantment is as real as you want it to be. Like, look over here at my wonderful tub. I love this. It's exactly my size and it's self-heating, but it's not real.
All of the tubs
Yeah.
are self-heating. I don't know why you boast about that.
Thank you, Auntie.
Including the public bath.
Yes, you are of course correct, Auntie. Thank you.
Oh, I love everything that's happening here, and I will gladly let you guys connect more on this flagrant display of wealth that you have in your room, dear. Yeah, but Cameron, there is truly no time as the crowd is probably on their way. So I assume that you have a good idea of what happens in the tent.
Yes, I believe I do.
Kavarro, do you want to come see his room as he opens it for the first time?
Yes.
And you
Okay.
are led back to your door, and it's not just Kavarro and Celeste like standing at your door. There's actually like quite a few of the workers all like whispering amongst each other, eyeballing, waiting for you to open the door for the first time. This is kind of like a rite of passage in the pleasure tent for
Mhm.
workers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This is very interesting. Yeah, Kavarro immediately starts to pull
So
out his pipe and pack it again in anticipation.
Max arm, excuse me.
Damn it, Auntie!
so Cameron places his hand on the door and it closes his eyes and just imagines because like he's been in plenty of like brothels, private harems and everything, a couple like particularly wealthy people that have like heard about the traveling changeling who have been like, I want to rent him for a night. So like he's been in plenty of like opulent, fancy kind of like ghost rooms and everything. And I think that he is just like, I want my space to be comfortable rather than overly opulent. So I opened the door and it is covered in like darker darker rich colors like purples, dark blues with like little fine gold embroidery, lots of like a nice deep red rug surrounded by like purple throw pillows and like it's all very kind of like it's weird because like there is like candlelight around the room but yet no visible candles anywhere, like they're just kind of like in the ether, like the light is just kind of
It's
in
ether
the
light.
ether. Yeah, it's
There's a
ether
warm
light.
ambient glow.
Yeah, and
Is that
as you look up into the ceiling, it kind of goes up into like a black void of a ceiling with kind of more of a centralized of that ether glow coming from the black void in the ceiling. So
it's
it's
as if,
yeah, it's
it's
a
as if you are like looking into the astral plane, into the
yeah,
sky, into your ceiling. That's
yeah.
beautiful. Fuck,
That's
I'd kill for a look like that.
So yeah, it's kind of like a smoky type of feel and everything. Really kind of dark and mysterious, but also very inviting kind of place.
I'm not
Uh,
going to lie, that ceiling is a little unsettling.
and like she has like smacked your arm again, and she's like, "Hush, you! Remember that when you first opened your door, and how everyone judged how opulent it was?"
It's only gotten better. And stop hitting me, I'm naked.
And I've seen you as a child naked. I don't care. Honestly. She closes the door back and everything, and you see signage on it and everything saying, your most wanted desire need only think about what you want in this room. And she hands you a ring. This ring, and she's like, this ring was made specifically for you by the ringmaster. Now, you cannot take the ring with you outside of the tent. It has to stay in your room. But when you wear it, should anybody ask for your um, pleasure tonight, their wildest dreams will come to you so that you can turn into them. That way you don't
Okay.
have to. That way you don't have to sit there and ask them.
That's great. So basically, whatever their desire is, I'll like, it'll just pop in my head.
Yeah. It's essentially
Okay.
just a way of like when you have a client and everything that you and she's also like also I should mention and everything that before a client is sent to you, you pick and choose your clients. We do not just send anybody willy-nilly to you. Who like there's a murmur of agreement and everything. Now, you make your money well if you're not choosy about your clients, but you know, oh, you could just say, I just need an off night for a night and have no clients. And there will be judgment, but no one will truly there will be no ramifications for that.
Oh, well, thank you. I
And
thank you.
she pulls out of her sleeve like a little hand fan and everything. It whips open and she's like, "Right, everyone, we have a pleasure tent to get ready. Hey, get the scents, get the candles, get yourselves ready. We have a long night ahead of us." And she, everyone has scents scattered. And she turns and dear, please at least put pants on if you're going to stand out in the open like this. It's very unbecoming to strut around with your stuff out.
There's nothing wrong with strutting. You know what? I'm taking a bath. I've had enough of today. I'm done.
And
Goodbye.
I think you deserve. Don't you disrespect me, young man. And
Walks
and
into
she
his room.
and she smiles at Cameron with like a coy smile before walking away into her own room. Boom.
And I enter into my room, close the door, and just kind of like stand there taking it in and
This
collapse to my knees and just like have a moment to myself.
and we're gonna cut from that and everything to our other companions. Keratin, you had plans and everything to talk to uh
Me.
yeah to Kavarro and everything. I lost my hand fan. Oh, there it is. It's so dark in my room. Leave me alone.
You have a hand fan prop that you're
I
using to get into character.
look.
Do you want
It's
me to turn the lights on for you?
no. My lights are off because I'm a fucking goblin in IRL. Okay, I sit in front of a computer screen in the dark because this is how I'm happy.
Oh,
No,
I love that we have the DM significant other in the same game.
I literally have a hand fan in my hand because in my room it is 98 degrees. I am dying.
That is not okay. But continue.
No, it's not. Anyways, Keratin, let's get your stuff done really quickly.
First things first, as everyone's leaving, Keratin is gonna stand there, and with his getup and everything, we're just gonna pass him by as if he's plotting something. But in reality, they can't see. His eyes are closed, and he is going to silently pray to the one that he holds his true pact with.
What are you praying for? Or are you just praying
I'm
with
praying
fervor?
to thank Aaron for helping him save the life.
A warm, it feels as if you are surrounded in a comfort of light and heat for just the briefest moments. Kirsten, no problem. And just for the briefest moments, as if you are just being held before it dissipates again.
Right. Kavarro. Fuck! The pleasure tent.
His little gremlin self is going to cross the yard to the pleasure tent.
Doorman standing in the front. Yes, Keratin?
I need inside.
literally turns around. Celeste, we have a no-no. And Celeste says, like, Celeste walks out, hand fan still in, kind of like breezing herself. She says, Keratin, how can we help you
Hi!
today?
I need inside.
Why? No.
Yes.
Why?
I need to talk to Kavarro.
Kavarro? I think Kavarro is Kavarro, sorry, not Kovarro.
Kavarro!
Oh, Kavarro. You know what? Absolutely. Come with me.
He's already
He-
gone.
She like snaps her fingers. I need a wisdom saving throw, please. I think. Hold on a second. Let me check really quickly. What is the saving throw for the spell?
Na, 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 na.
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom save.
I can't roll on here for some reason.
That's okay. You could roll on roll 20.
I'm
it's
rolling
fine.
a 20. Oh, it's almost an at 20 again. Fuck.
Your body stops immediately as she snaps her fingers, and and she says stop as she snaps, and you're now under the spell hold person as she walks up, lifting you by your waist and like holding you like a child, like a mother would a child. Again, still completely paralyzed. He's before snapping and dispelling the spell, and she's like, "You are not allowed to run in without without an escort. Do you understand me?
I don't need an escort. I'm not a child.
Where is Kavarro's door? Do you know? You do not know.
It's one of these doors. I'll find it. Don't worry.
No, we're not doing this again. She like walks up an image of Kavarro. Kavarro, what is on your door to show you? Is it just you in the buff?
No, I think it is a somewhat Greco-Roman style image of a minotaur's face, surrounded by the walls of a labyrinth that circle around it in
Beautiful.
black and white.
Is there a rose in your
Beautiful.
mouth?
Please say
I was actually gonna say, protruding on all sides is are the symbols of a compass rose behind the labyrinth.
I'm
Okay.
fucking dead. It's beautiful. And she has since closed the fan, knocked on the door 3 times. I'm saying, Kavarro, oh, as the matron of the pleasure tent, I'm allowed to enter any room that I would like to, who, without permission. But I am also your auntie, and I love you. But I'm coming in anyways. As she opens the door, and
Fine.
tosses Keratin on the ground, and she says, do not let him leave without you escorting him out of the pleasure tent. And she closes the door behind her.
Yes, Auntie. And you can hear that voice from across the room, behind a screen divider, and you can see the silhouette of the massive tub and what appear to be a lot of spectral hands floating around, and 2 horns protruding out from the tub.
She knows I could just tunnel in here, right? Whatever.
Keratin.
I don't think you actually can with the spells that are in play here.
Oh, we'll see.
Okay, you're gonna have a fun time. I can't wait for this.
Don't worry, God. I'll do it. With the power of other God.
Why are you
Looks at-
talking to the narrator? I'm just kidding.
I
looks
don't
at
want the
my-
narrator talking to me.
I desperately want to open my door and stare at my husband like I'm gonna fucking kill your follower.
Mommy's on my side.
What do you
Oh, I
want?
never said I was on
Keratin?
your side.
Totally on my side.
Continue.
What do you want, Keratin?
I need to talk to you.
Fine.
Are you in the tub?
Yes, I'm in the bloody tub.
You can
Come
stay in the
around.
tub.
I'm going to stay.
Good.
What do you need, Keratin?
You should give thanks to Aaron.
What? And you could hear the shifting of water as the head starts poking up higher in the silhouette. Just come around. I can't see you.
Do you need to see me?
And
Come around.
I guess Keratin will come around.
Kavarro is in said tub, but it is absolutely filled with bubbles. There are golden spectral hands that float around through the air. They are polishing his horns. They are doing his nails. They're trimming up fur. They are polishing the mother of pearl inlay on his hoofs as one sticks outside the tub. And he looks up and moves a cucumber out from one eye. What is it, Keratin? It's been a day.
What the hell is happening here?
What happens every night, Keratin?
It's me time.
This is my beautification routine before a show. This is what I
That's
do.
what this is called? And what do you got a salad on your face?
Gotta mute myself really quickly. I'm sorry.
There is a quick flick of the wrist and a large, for Keratin, there's a large splash of water that jumps over the tub and splashes all of you. What?
That wasn't nice.
There's a stool over there. Sit. Talk to me or get out.
He will sit on the stool begrudgingly.
I'm being pampered. This is my time. Now, what is it?
You're being spoiled, but it doesn't matter.
Honestly,
think it-
Celeste kind of interrupting this situation is kind of like a big thing that she tries not to do.
So, I just need you to do me a favor
Yes.
and give a prayer to Aaron later.
Turns to look at you, shifts some of the bubbles out of the way. Is that all?
Is that all?
I already acknowledge, Aaron. I already offer them prayers.
So we didn't shift gods for you?
We haven't had a reason to fully commit to that yet.
That's fair. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
I do have to talk to my husband about that privately before we do that, though.
Quite so.
Can we continue, please?
Yes, go ahead.
What am I supposed to do, Keratin? Offer a sacrifice?
Aaron wouldn't like that very much.
What?
No, I suppose they wouldn't. But it's look. And he sits up. Water splooshes everywhere. Honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed from all of today. What did you do?
A friend helped me.
I think there's just a long blank stare.
Aaron is friend. And he helps me sometimes.
He leans over the tub a bit. Is that the voice that you said you hear in your head?
Oh, yeah.
Right. Do they tell you to do anything else besides summon angels from the heavens on high?
Kavarro. Oh, man. So. Oh, man.
No one else can be here currently, right?
This is my private sanctum. No one comes in or out. That's the magic of the tent. No, you are alone with me.
Okay.
Rolling an investigation check.
He's going to pull out this little piece of copper, straighten it up a little bit, and he's going to pull it up to his ear, and he's going to whisper magically. So
What is that, a coin?
So that only Kavarro can hear. And he's going to utter the words.
He told me that the ringmaster was up to no good, and to watch out for him.
Who told you this? And he leans in, he narrows his eyes.
And he's gonna repeat the message again so only Kavarro could hear.
Aaron did.
Hmm.
Episode 3, things are getting spicy.
All right.
Girl.
All right. I will assume that you understand the truth that you're telling me is real. So, Aaron, of the two gods in the world, talks to you personally. Yes?
Yeah, he's my friend.
Right? All right. He holds his
Kavarro
hands
is
up as
my
in like
friend.
feigning surrender. All right. I'm just going to assume that this carries weight. So, firstly, the ringmaster is our patron and takes care of us, has taken care of me for nearly of my entire existence. And frankly, I'm rather old for a minotaur. We don't last that long. So the idea that he's up to no good is really none of my concern. As long as this tent city stays safe, then I really have nothing to add to the matter. So what exactly are you expecting from me? Besides a prayer and maybe a sacrifice, because you didn't give an answer, really.
No, you don't have to sacrifice, just give thanks. Simple and easy.
And I shall give thanks. And I shall make sure that it's a proper thanks. What, did you think I wasn't going to acknowledge the fact that, we had a divinity come down?
You've never seen an angel before.
No. No, I haven't. And frankly, I don't think you have either.
I think you've seen the face of Aaron and your lowest time, Keratin, before you made your pact.
Keratin literally can talk to celestials.
Further, I've never seen a changeling in person before either. So, today's a day of firsts.
Oh, yeah. Where's that guy?
Leave them alone.
Why?
Because I know the look in their eye. I've seen it before. Almost everyone that joins this little menagerie has it. So just leave them alone.
He said he got freed by some bad men.
Maybe. But that doesn't mean that you can go interrupting their private time. Just leave them alone for now. They have some adjustments to make. The fact that they've already signed a pact is startling to me, especially how long it took you to sign yours. So they need some time to adjust.
Just like you need time to... Whatever this is.
To bathe? To make myself presentable? Yes, Keratin. Yes, exactly. It's the same principle.
Right.
You could use a bath yourself. Come here.
I'm good.
You just got to start reaching out.
You want to do a grapple check?
Are
Are you going to hold on? No, the real question is, are you going to get up and grab him?
He's being lazy. He'll just make one attempt to reach for him.
Make a grapple check with disadvantage because you really just don't care.
Okay.
20s.
Nat 20, nat 20,
Keratin,
nat
give
20,
me a
nat
give
20,
me
nat
a
20.
counter athletics, or actually with this it's acrobatics really,
Ooh,
because all you got to do is just slide away.
it's a 14.
Oh
About
my
a dirty
god.
20.
Yeah. You reach out lazily,
Damn.
obviously, because you just want to, you want him to leave, and or either get in the bath or get the hell out and everything. As you reach for him, Keratin, you just slide backwards, like just out of reach.
No, 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 no.
Fine, whatever. Just understand something. And he jabs a finger in there. You did something today. You did something today, and you've upset.
The
One
natural
doesn't
order!
one doesn't meddle with the gods and not have outcomes that are beyond their control thrust upon them.
Why not?
Because that's not how the way the world works.
It's worked for me so far.
It just gives you a once over. Yes, it's worked out quite well for you so far.
And now I'm here and I have friends.
Yes.
So I'm going to keep doing what I do.
Oh, please don't. Literally do anything other than what you always do, and maybe you'll survive the night because the ringmaster's not pleased.
He'll get over it.
Actually, I hazard to agree. We need to stay here.
He'll just start drinking again. It's fine. It's what he does.
I have to cut this conversation short because we're done with the whole. I'm assuming you've got your point across, though, right, Keratin?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll let you kind of just. So, if you attempt to leave, the door stays locked, and everything.
Oh no! Yeah,
as-
I'll escort him out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Dribbling with soapy, sudsy water.
Okay. Yeah. You see something as big as you. Who have fun with that thought process really quickly, Keratin. And we're gonna slide back to the food tent and everything. Now I'm gonna unmute Letlana and Phoenix is already unmuted. Letlana, Phoenix, you both are kind of like to take care of like the animals and everything in the sanctuary and everything, and for like a petting zoo for anybody under the age of like 12 and everything and such. And Gorlick is has since walked out also, and he's just like, right, so you both coming with me, or did you have other things that you had to do before we set up the sanctuary for the kiddos?
I just wanted to check in on my pets real quick before we get them settled in. Is that okay?
No, that's where I'm heading to the same area as you are then. Letlana, are you coming with us? Do you have any other things that you need to do before tonight?
She looks at him and says, I'm going to need a few.
All right, well, you know where we'll be.
And from what they see, she is kind of hugging herself as the visage that she saw with the ringmaster kind of brought back some PTSD that she had previously gotten over.
Oh yeah, no, we went dark, baby. Love it.
And she, instead of walking to her room, walks out into the forest.
Oh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be awesome. You go into the forest. It's not quite dusk, but like the sun is setting. And
She's going to find a secluded space as far from the encampment as she can.
to be honest and everything, the most familiar for you that's far enough away that no one will be near is the train for Freak Show Frenzy. The thing that kind of gets you guys from city to city.
Yeah, but she wants to go a little farther because she doesn't want to risk doing something she'll regret later.
Okay, we can go farther. So you go past the train, deeper into the forest, away, so that you hear no sounds, you smell no smells, you see no lights. And in the forest alone, oh, this music got dark and I love it. I need a wisdom saving throw. Is that a net
That's
20?
no 22. 19 plus 3.
Yeah. All right. You feel your body itch from the inside. You know this feeling. This is the feeling of the beast. What you
Again.
are coming out. And you basically grip yourself and steel your nerves. What happened today, before watching as Timmy was being kidnapped, finding basically one of like the elders of FreakShow Frenzy, basically struggling to hold on to his life as allies of yours tried in vain to heal him, and then through the thick of it all, as you told the ringmaster about your parents and seeing the look of your younger brother, it's a lot, but you still bury it deep. You don't let the beast out.
I actually want to take it the other way, and she just lets loose.
If you do, I need a con save, please.
That's the whole reason I had her go farther than the train.
Yeah, give
A
me a
con
con
check
save.
or a con save?
Con save. This will determine something.
That's a 16.
That's fine. You're going to gain a point of control for your lycanthropic side and everything. Yeah, no. So instead, the wisdom save and everything basically means that you control the shift. The Constitution save determines after the shift is done who is controlling you. So it
Kind of like
makes.
a concentration check.
Mm-hmm. Are you the one in control, or is the beast the one in control?
I am in
Uh,
control for the moment.
Oh no, you passed the save. You are in
Okay.
control completely. You for this shift, you will be in control. Uh, you should take off your clothing and armor if you don't want them shredded,
Yeah,
though.
she definitely removes the armor, sets it aside to a spot where she knows she'll be able to find it again, and pants she's not worried about. She'll let the change
Hulk,
come over her.
Hulk pants, got it.
Or like Wolfman pants, where
No,
they're not yet, but
I gotcha.
same difference.
Um, all right, you in the middle of the forest, uh, in full control of the beast, whispers in your ears, in the back of your head, and everything of the beast of your god. Some, if you want to think that, of just it's not fair, it's not right. The bastard using your trauma against you. You should tear him up, destroy him, rip his flesh off.
Not now. Just let steam.
Your blood boils. The thoughts of what had transpired so long ago, the looks of your parents as you have escaped Macquarie, and I need a perception check with advantage because you are in your werewolf form.
Perception with advantage.
Because you have a very sensitive nose.
That's an 8.
Well, she's not
I
trying to
dodged
hide.
that one.
She's not trying to hide as you see an elderly lady walk into the clearing that you're in, thick cane hobbling over as she looks directly at you. And she says, "Oh, my dearie, you have been through a lot today, haven't you? Come here. Come to Granny Matilda."
Before she does, she will let out a wailing howl, pointing her snout to the stars as she
Uh,
lets her soul just let her out.
Look, we're just gonna say everybody that's including the people inside the pleasure tent, will hear that howl of a wolf in the distance. And as you do that, Matilda has like thrown a rock, like picked up a rock and thrown it at your nose, smacking you right in it, right in the nose.
You're going Brother Bear on me.
And she's just, "Now that's enough. Come here. It's okay. You're with family, and I will be with you the entire time." And like you hear a pop, and then a snap, and then another pop, and then more snaps. And you look as Matilda, her form shifting, growing, fur replacing her wrinkled body. And I mean, you've noticed that like Matilda has worn very puffy and baggy clothing, and she has since dropped this cane, and like she stands up full, back popping. She cracks her neck, and she's, "Child, come to Granny Matilda. Tell me what ails your poor mind." As she walks over and sits down, pulling out like beef jerky sticks and patting the grass next to her.
Um, Letlana will take her in for a moment just to gather the visage. What
You've
she's
never
seeing.
seen Granny Matilda do this. This is
Well,
a first.
she recognizes a were, but what type of were is she?
She is a werebear. Lawful good.
Okay. She will then nod and slowly trot over to sit on her haunches as she tries to gently take the, not that she's afraid of hurting Matilda, but more so from her training to try and gently take the per offered food.
It's just like sticks of
Yeah,
like jerky
but
that she
the training has been to where she doesn't accidentally scratch somebody.
right, right, and she like it's a very gentle kind of situation between the two of you as she hands you jerky and you take the jerky, and you both just kind of like relax next to this like at under like there's like I said, it's not stars, it's not like a blue sky anymore, it's more like
Mm.
magenta and purple hues of like the fading sun as the night sky comes in. And she says, she's "I heard what happened with the ringmaster in the tent. I am one of the elders after all. My pact with him since long completed. Child, you must understand that he is a man of burden. I do not truly think he meant to bring past traumas to you. He knows what he did. And he, while proud, will fully admit his failures. And he will apologize to you." I'm trying really hard to give a gruff old lady voice, and it's not
Yeah,
working.
that Lana will sniffle a little bit and say, "It's more
Ow.
me than it is him."
"Oh, you poor thing. It's okay. Time heals wounds. It fixes trauma. Have you not talked to anyone about your past?
Only briefly with my pack leader, but since I've left them, I haven't told anybody.
And now you sit here with a new family. Why have you not told any of your new family?
Because I'm afraid to be outcast again.
Oh, child. Her paw's like smacking your like knee. She's like, "Do you see me? I am but a different form of you. Little Allie can't control her shifts yet, and she fully just has her tail and ears out at all times. There is no fear for anyone, including us wares. We are very much family in the Freak Show. I joined this Freak Show back when it first started. Do you want to know the first 3 people that was part of the Ringmaster's troupe?
She'll nod but not trusting her own voice.
It was me, it was Boblin, and it was Celeste. Boblin being our little informant for towns to go and pick up more stragglers and vagabonds that needed a roof over their head. Celeste to be the kind and caring, the doting woman that she is, to take care of the smaller ones that haven't had a warm meal in forever. And me the muscle for threats that had come that the ringmaster couldn't handle. I was the one to handle them. No, the ringmaster will always care for you like his own children. He will love and take care of you like family. You do not need to fear anyone in this camp. They know who I am. They know what I can do. You need only tell them what you do. So long as you protect your family like I do, I see no issues with it. You are a very powerful and very brilliant woman. And I have very, very high expectations for you, my sweet girl. But standing out here deep in the forest alone, not dealing with your trauma properly, isn't going to get you anywhere. Now straighten your back.
She'll sit more upright, not do the grandmotherly tone,
Head up.
though she doesn't quite remember her own grandmother, as she never had any dealings with her extended family before she the left her parents' estate,
Mhm.
and she will give a slight smile and say, "I just fear that I might regress."
And should you regress, darling, I'll make sure I put you in your place. And she holds up a very large clawed bear paw. I have been doing this for a very long time. You do not have to worry. I will take care of everyone. And should you threaten even your little girl, Allie, I'll make sure that you remember your place. Should you want a pack leader, you need only look at me while we're at here in the Freak Show frenzy. Now, head up, shift back to your form. We have a long night ahead of us.
She'll nod and kind of start trotting back to where she left her armor, and in doing so, reverse the shift.
And the same process she undergoes too, as she shifts back into her old lady form, or realizing that she has forgotten to pick up the cane, and she like falls over onto her hands and knees, and she's like, "Damn it, I forgot my cane." Cane And like is like kind of like Velma Dinkley, kind of like my glasses, I can't see without my glasses. It's like my cane, I can't walk without my cane.
Letlana will be quickly run back over and help her up and
She
offer the
she
cane.
Use you away. I am not old enough. I am not so old and frail that I can't find my own cane. As she picks up a very like weak stick and she like stabs it into the ground, and like half of it goes into the ground with just the power. And she's like, "Okay, this is my cane." And she grabs her cane from you as she lifts herself up to like her hobbled position. And darling, I want you to listen to me very carefully. I want you to go to the pleasure tent after we're done with tonight's events, and I want you to find someone in that tent that you can talk to. Tell them about your history. Let them know who you are and what has made you grow into what a wonderful woman you are. And when you are done, I want you to come back to me and we will have a very serious conversation about the other wares in FreakShow Frenzy. As she turns with that last word, as she turns with that last sentence and starts hobbling back to FreakShow Frenzy.
Letlana will head back, stopping briefly at the Mother Owlbear's tent or cage, just to start with her duties there.
I'm just gonna say right now and everything that it is very much like a situation that like there is no animal handling and everything. It is a very much enraged beast at this point. It has been a full day since it has seen its cubs. It's going to be a fight for Grip in the main event tent.
Yeah, she's not going inside the cage. She's just
No, I
going
know.
to double
Make
check
sure
that she has plenty of food and water. And
at this point, it's very much been a situation that she has not eaten and she barely touches the water. But anyways, Phoenix, as you get back to your room, your little pup, oh, I'm trying to remember, Archibald, and your Phoenix greet you warmly as you see Matilda sitting in your room, Archie in her lap as she pets the little pup. Phoenix, your Phoenix is like nestled next to her on your bed and eating seeds out of her hand as she looks up. Oh, look at you, my dearie. He, you've had an eventful day, I've heard.
Oh, Granny, it's you. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, darling, please come here. Sit down with me. Archie has been very flippant as you have not been home for very long.
Phoenix goes and sits between her and Nyx and goes to pet Archie. And
Archie has since jumped up and like has bound and jumped on your lap, like lapping at your your face.
And she goes and she pets both of them. And he's like, "Down, Archie, down. It's okay. I'm here."
Oh, such a dutiful owner. Your pets very much love you. Tell me, how was your adventure in Makori today?
Oh, Granny, it was awful. A child almost got kidnapped. Boblin almost died.
I heard, and it's okay. You've done all you can, and you did a wonderful job. I heard that you stood your ground as that kidnapper tried to take little Timmy, and you did a wonderful job trying your best to subdue him.
If I'd done a little better, it'd have been my sword that pierced his skull instead of poor little Timmy getting gored to do it.
know that Solus had the best interest to save little Timmy. But Minotaur are very prone to acts of aggression. But I digress. As sweet child, as she pulls out like a butterscotch like toffee and puts it in your hand, and she's just, you need to understand that you don't need to beat yourself up about that. You did the best you could, and you saved little Timmy. I'm very proud of you today.
Thank you, Granny. I don't know where I'd be without you. Nobody here likes me. Even Kavarro only puts up with me because I work here.
Oh, dearie, don't say that. Everyone here loves you like family. Hey, maybe instead of looking outwards thinking that people don't like you, you need to look inwards. What are you not telling me, dearie? Tell me about yourself. Tell me. Why do you think everyone here hates you?
Because they don't know me.
I
Because
don't
I'm
know you.
infernal.
I don't know you. And I love you. You're a, and she like pinches your cheek like she pinches your cheek with like a little cheeky like a grandmother would her like granddaughter or grandson, and she's like, I love you all the same, infernal or not. And I know we have many infernal here. They're not very visible as they work more behind the scenes, but they do work here. You need not worry. Have you asked if anybody truly did not like you here in the tent in the FreakShow Frenzy?
I know that Keratin doesn't. He calls me all sorts of horrible names.
I think that the little gremlin that we have running our bazaar shops is just a lonely man that is doing his best to keep up a front. And I think he looks at you with a lot more respect than you know. He's just too proud to admit it. Keep your head up, dear. As she like lifts your chin up a little bit with like the tips of her fingers. You don't need to worry. Freak Show Frenzy is one big family. Any fights, any disagreements, they're generally sorted out really quickly. I want you to go, and I want you to go and mingle. Introduce yourself. You've only been here for a short time. Meet the people. I know that the people in the food tent love having conversations about people outside of Freak Show Frenzy. The newcomers, they love to hear your stories.
I
And
don't
if you,
have much of a story, Granny. I'm an orphan.
but that's the beauty of it. You have a new story from inside of Macquarie. I'm sure that they would love to hear your stories that they haven't heard from little Solus in the tent.
Oh, Granny, you always know just what to say.
But
Whatever will I do without you?
I don't know what you're saying about. Do you think I'm leaving anytime soon? I still have kick in my step. As she stands up like Kane's still in her like Kane's not in her like hand and everything, and she like isn't full like standing up straight and everything, but it's like more of a like a 15-degree angle instead of like the night like the 45-degree angle that she usually is bent at. And she's like, I can still stand and run with the best of. She starts tilting forward and slams the cane into the ground. And just like the rest of you, I am not some feeble old woman. I am just as powerful, if not stronger than you.
I
I
just,
want.
I worry, Granny, because you're the only one here who you're the only one I have.
Have you? I. And she like puts a hand in your hands, like holding them tight, like holding your hands tightly. Dearie, I love you with all of my heart, as if you were my own kin. I want you so desperately to find your happiness here in our little family. And I want you to make sure that you know that everyone here cares about you. Kavarro doesn't just tolerate you. If he tolerated you, he would have just shoved you to the side. I've known him since he was a lad. He is very pushy when he doesn't want to be around certain people. He does love and respect you because everyone here loves and respects each other. Why don't you spend more time with Letlana, okay? Both of you have a troubled history, and I feel like you both would do wonders in helping each other grow and overcome yourselves. Okay? And should Keratin truly push your buttons, you send them to Granny Matilda, okay? I will I will make sure that he never says another word to you. As she pops her back and she says, "Now, I have more people to talk to before the night begins. Oh, the sun is about to set. Dearie, take good care of yourself tonight, okay? Oh, and make sure that Archibald has a lot of fun with the little children that come to Freak Show tonight, okay?"
Oh, Archie always loves all the pets and the treats from the children.
That's my girl. All right. As she turns and she starts walking, this scene was moments because you went straight to the animal sanctuary. You see that she hasn't turned back to go into the Freak Show Frenzy, but instead she has walked into the woods, hobbling, not as slowly. You kind of see that she's kind of like doubled her speed as she moves quickly.
I yell after her, I love you, Granny Matilda. Thank you.
And her other hand, the one that's not holding the cane, raises is and everything. And you see for just the briefest moment a little dancing light appear above her hand that turns into like a fluorescent, like glowing heart as she walks deeper into the woods. And we're gonna cut now to the main act of tonight's show. Grip, where are you right now, my friend?
I'm making my way to go pop in on the Ringmaster.
Oh,
Oh god.
okay. I love it. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay, so you, after everybody has kind of scattered and separated, head back to Freak Show Frenzy, the tent. Uh, you get to his tent. Um, uh, and as you stand in front of the door, you know the code to get in there. Knock 3 times, and the door opens itself. And as you knock the 3rd time, you hear in your head, what is it?
Just coming by to check in on you. Seemed a little out of it there at the whole group meeting.
Give me an insight check with advantage. Add 5 to it.
Not what right clicking is supposed to do.
I want so badly for
25, not 20.
Oh.
Beautiful. Keratin, I want so badly for you to go through this stream and clip Granny Matilda for me. Or make your mods do it. I don't fucking care. But I need this. For me. Anyways, you, for the first time in a long time, because you've been with the Freak Show Frenzy for a long time, you don't see the Ringmaster as the form that you normally see him after you've made your pact. You see a scarecrow. Like, it moves, the turnip head, the patchwork eyes and mouth look up at you. A sour face on his a sour face like on his lips and everything. Sticks kind of like turned in as if like he is leaning backwards in a chair, like like his lower half of the body is not sitting in it, it's more like dangling off of it, and he just looks like a broken man for a moment, like a broken scarecrow for a moment, before he realizes what's happened. Like you've entered, and he has sat up, and you see the object of pure, uh, uh, of your perfect partner in front of you. He says, "Oh, forgive me. I'm going through a lot. What can I help you with today, Grip?"
Is there a chair in front of the desk?
Yeah, there actually it's not like
Hmm.
there's it, like this room. If I haven't really explained it well, there's a large mahogany desk with like kind of a reddish reddish cloth throne with like black wood, and then like in the corner where Celeste is normally at is like a bunch of like soft plush pillows, and in front of the desk there is no chairs, but he can kind of like sense what you're thinking as he basically stands up and just moves to where Celeste generally sits and like snaps his fingers, more plush like floor pillows slash chairs like appear, and he lounges in one of them looking right at the top of his room and motions for you to sit next to him.
Oh well. I'll take his hand, one under, one on top. He seems so stressed today. What really has you so uptight? Not uptight. Just upset.
Oh.
Grip, my friend. And he sits up, like he has since stopped looking at the ceiling and has looked right at your eyes. Do you remember our pact?
I do.
Do you remember what you asked me?
Yes.
Do you hate me?
I couldn't hate you, sir. You gave me
Um,
what I asked for.
he looks at, truly, I gave you what you asked for. But you were one of the first that I've twisted the words in the pact for a way that would help me more than you. And he like his hand tightens into your top like the top part of your like the lower part of your hand, the one that's underneath his hand, and as he like looks down and he's like, I have done you a great disservice, my friend. Do you remember what happened that night at your home? I need an honest answer, my friend.
Bits and pieces, but I try not to dwell on the past.
No, that's not right. You need to know what I did to your home. And he, a vivid memory pierces into your mind. And you see a horror that you cannot fully comprehend as tendrils and tentacles have straight gripping is straight ripping apart your hometown. Fires being set from an abomination that's 50 feet in the sky, still perfectly humanoid, but you can't see like the figure itself as it throws balls of fire into buildings. And that entire he looks like it for a moment, the figure looks down and you see it stare at you, and tendrils come up and carefully and gracefully move you away from the carnage, the screams, the sounds of bodies being crushed and destroyed and devoured as you are pulled away. The entire moment that that your situation happened in your home, it was kind of a blur of what was truly happening. But what the ringmaster is showing you is uh his form of giving your people freedom from the town was to destroy the town and kill as many people as possible to get them away from the area. And with a snap, you're back. Still, he's gripping your hand, and he's got a very serious look in his eyes. And he looks down again and says, I am not one to offer this to anyone, but I truly have done you a disservice, and with your amnesia, it truly isn't fair that you didn't realize what I had done to you, or to your home, and to your people. So I'm going to offer you this chance now, Gripp. And the hand opens, and the pact that you signed so long ago appears in a bundle. And he says, I will allow you to rip the pact up in front of me right now. No ramifications or anything. My friend, I want you to be truly happy. I want you to be at peace with what I've done.
And Grip will hold the pact in one hand. Just kind of think about it. Think about everything that's happened with all the memories returned fully. He'll turn the ringmaster's hand over that he's holding and put the pact back into his hand intact. So all of that happened because in my moment of desperation, in my own weakness, I turned to somebody else's strength. You did as I asked, and I'll complete the deal under my own strength.
The pact burns and returns back to what existence it came from. And his hand grips your hand again one more time. My dearest friend, you know not what I ask of you. You know only that I have a demand for what I've given you. I am at an odd crossroad here. For you see, our little friend, the plague doctor, has made a pact with me himself. And finding out after he made that pact that he could summon the very gods themselves to the material plane, well, that's just downright terrifying for someone of my stature. With someone with my plans in motion. I'm going to swear you to secrecy on this, my dear friend. Can I trust you?
You can.
And again, your mind goes blank. And you see in rapid, like 120, like, it's like 30 times 32 speed of watching a video as you see the Industrial Revolution of Kamakadori starting, like the beginning of this new era after the last catastrophe of the god Aaron and Michael creating their minor god, the minor deity Achilles, and then kind of like fixing the area of Kamakadori and raising up helping the four heroes from the previous catastrophe raise cities with followers to worship them. And in that entire process, as you watch civilization be built, you hear in your head, why is it that there's only 2 gods? Why can't we have more? 2 gods that only fit domains. It's not fair, you know? Why can't we have just even one more major god? And then your body kind of sinks in from the heavens into the earth, underground, through the what is it called? The Underdark. And eventually you see yourself in the 9 hells. And and next to you, it's not your perfect vision of a man or a woman or whatever you want in a partner, but you see a demon stand next to you on the ground in the hells. And he looks down at you, eyes smoldering with a symbol that you have seen before, long ago. And his hand still holding your hand. I don't want godhood, child. It's not for me. I'm stuck down here. I'm forever damned to be what I am. But every pact has a reason. My friend, I intend to make a god. And with that creation, I intend to usurp the gods, who then can create more gods and bring others into different basks of life. And time stops, and in front of you, your scene has shifted. You're no longer in like the flames, like there's no lava. There's still the resounding heat of the 9 hells, but it's more like you're in kind of like a black obelisk castle, and in front of you is a bassinet with a lifeless child, like not child, but like truly like a baby, not moving, not breathing, eyes wide open. And for a moment it looks up right at you and coos. And he says, "This is my greatest work. And this is why the FreakShow Frenzy exists today. Every pact that all of you complete for me is another thing I can put for experiences into my creation, so that when they're ready, they can raise and fight the damned gods themselves. I know something interesting about our little friend out there, Keratin." And the sheen shifts back and you're back on the throw pillows. "I know that he summons angels not on his own volition, but he does work for one. I don't care. He still made a pact with me. As long as he fully completes the pact, I will have no reason to have any harm towards him." And like at this point in everything, in this entire conversation, as he's explained like his motivations, which on episode 3, this was not supposed to be a thing that this was supposed to be something that you guys were going to piece together, but this is truly a moment of weakness for the ringmaster, and he truly does look at you, Gripp, like a best friend. You found out this is not a mortal, this is a demon. And he is no longer ever going to stand in front of you in a glamored form. he will always stand in front of you in his true form. A powerful demon. A smile breaks, and he says, "Now, I trust that you will keep this to yourself, my friend. And I appreciate everything that you've heard from me. I feel truly much better."
Of course, Ringmaster.
And he pats your hand and he says, "Now, I believe you need to get ready for the main act tonight." Oh, and he hands you a little potion, winking. And it's a potion of fire giant strength.
Oh boy, I'll add that to my inventory.
You will add that to your inventory. And he says, "Is now, I will be in the audience. I will be watching you. You are my favorite act to watch. Just remind yourself, I don't want you to act against Keratin in any way, shape, or form. Do not let him know what you've heard from me. In fact, try to get the little bugger on your side, okay? He is your best friend, as he says." And he stands up and walks back to his desk, sitting on the. As you kind of now see it, this is truly a throne at this point. And he pulls out a cigar. He pulls out two, actually, lights them, and holds one out.
Um,
You don't have
not
to take
before
it.
the show. Not before the show.
Right. That's fair. You have always been a stickler for keeping a pure body. He and he basically snaps the cigar in half and it disappears. He says, "Anyways, I can't keep you too much longer. Go. Enjoy your night tonight. I truly have high expectations for your performance. And thank you." As he taps the desk, "Thank you, my one and only friend, for coming to check up on me. It truly has been a great service of you."
You're welcome, sir. I'll make the show a good one tonight for you.
And you leave and you head to the main event tent and everything. At this point, you realize that the amount of time that has passed in that entire situation has what it felt like a 10-minute conversation truly was like a 2-hour experience for you, as all of that times 32 movement of watching the civilization of Kamakadori be built and created, and learning the plan of the ringmaster and everything. You've come to realize that time has passed, the night has started, and Gorak, the leader of the animal sanctuary, has since run to the front of FreakShow Frenzy tent and is just like, "There you are! Come on! We've got to get ready for the main event immediately. We have no time."
Well,
And
I'll scramble up to follow and get ready.
yeah, and he takes you there. And in that entire process, everyone is in their respective positions of um for tonight's events. Keratin's in his stand, dusting off what little amount of dust could be there here, and polishing shiny bottles and baubles. Letlana and Pheonix are kind of watching as the smaller of the animals and everything are kind of being herded into the pen. Braziers kind of lit for the animals to kind of be seen, so that the children can enjoy themselves. The pleasure tent in its grandeur, beautiful scents of florals or some woodsy or oaks and woods, and even some hints of metal and uh musk come from different various rooms as Cameron and Kavarro get themselves ready for tonight's pleasure. And you standing in the middle of the tent of the main event, your ring Are you ready for tonight?
Oh, what do you mean?
Are you ready for tonight? How are you mentally there? Are you mentally ready for the attraction of the main event tonight?
Mm, For the ringmaster's sake, yes.
And that's all he asks. And we're going to cut session right here.